Episode 2.0.
Yes.
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Hear me now.
Buaka.
Some goes then.
Yeah.
Them Yankee boy.
Miguan Tuna Yankee boy.
Drake's Jamaican now, so me and Matt are officially Jamaican. Matt and Shane's secret podcast about
Black your dog T from punt. Episode 20, dude.
Here we go.
God damn.
Nobody thought we would
The
make it.
Shatheads' fucking groins are swelling right now with pride.
Do you think their penises are hard?
No, not hard. Swollen.
They're just blood.
Fat little sausages, dude.
Fat dongs, dude.
Just fat sausages.
How many people have a semi right now?
Throbbing in anticipation of episode 20.
They are.
Yeah, dude.
They all are.
They're getting that feeling when someone like drops a plate and you feel it under your balls. You get that little fucking pinch.
Drops a plate and
Did you
your
ever see
balls
that?
pinch?
Yeah, when someone like if you hear about getting hit in the nuts and you get that weird spasm underneath your ball sack.
But what about dropping a plate?
Sometimes like a sudden jump will do it to me. If I see someone jump from a high height, my nuts get like. Ugh.
So again, though, you said jump from a high height.
Yeah.
What about dropping plates? Though?
Similar. It's like if something startles me. Sometimes I get that like.
You feel your nuts.
Yeah, they go. Ugh. Damn, dude.
Matt has a cold right now and refuses to take medicine.
I won't, dude. I can't take stimulants.
He can't take medicine.
I can't take medicine, dude.
You're a fucking idiot.
I freak out when I take it. I read the side effects and I'm like, oh god, I'm fucked. I'm like, I have dizziness.
Oh god, dude.
What's up, dude? What's up with these
man.
shouties, man?
Shout out,
motherfucking
shout out,
outs.
Techie Leaper, the Bull. Shout out
Mickey
Garrett Smith,
Smithy.
the
Setting
Bull.
up the motherfucking audio, making us better.
Who was giving us good reviews?
Fucking Matt Holmes.
Matt Holmes, dude.
Chucking review.
Thanks, dog.
Damn, dude.
Good on you.
Absolutely.
Big ups to me, man, Matt Holmes.
Big up, much respect to decorated naval officer and super patriot Steve Bannon.
He is, dude.
He's
Steve Bannon's the man.
He's a super patriot, dude. People don't know. People don't know. No, I'm kidding. I really don't know anything about him. I know he owns Seinfeld or something. That's fucking super.
I read about all those guys.
What do they do?
I went on their Wikipedia when everybody on Facebook was like, "These guys are fucking idiots and assholes." So I just Googled all their at least their credentials.
Yeah,
and it was like, "Oh yeah, Harvard Law." Oh yeah, fucking naval officer, like all this shit. I was like, "Yeah, these fucking losers."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Obama had a fucking Duke basketball player on his cabinet.
Really?
I don't know about cabinet. I think he might have been an assistant, but still.
Yeah, but that's chill.
Like,
He probably made those sick ass playlists.
True.
Dude, that's all that matters is sick playlists.
Sick playlists. Yeah, that's all you need.
Dude, I think it's hard to be a politician now because it's like your policy versus like cat memes, and you have to you're fucking going for idiots.
Yeah.
It's like what's the best way to wrangle up idiots?
Well, the cat memes are on the liberal side.
Yeah, but it's like
the frog memes are on the fucking Republican side. A frog wearing a swastika is who you're up against.
It's cats versus frogs and swastikas.
That's what they should change their the party animals to.
Keck?
From the donkey and the elephant. They should
be
change it to the cat and the frog, dude. Frog with a swastika.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah, man.
It's a fucking word, dude.
I don't know. How those muffins treating you?
They're good. My mommy made me muffins.
Matt has a Ziploc bag full of muffins. It's down to 3 already. That was pretty full yesterday. How many muffies you put down yesterday?
I had 3 upon entering the house yesterday. And then I had 1 on the ride home. There's 4. 2 or 3 in my room.
I had 2 total.
You
1
had 2.
Yesterday, 1 today.
Then I've had 1 as soon as I woke up. I fucking scarf went down my dry mouth. I was like, oh. Oh, dude, that's got some fucking... So I went home. You have to come visit my compound,
I know.
dude.
I really do.
I was home yesterday. Got filled in on the whole fucking scoop.
Yeah, what's going on at the compound?
Fucking, dude, there's a lot of drama.
What?
My sister has a new bird.
There's a new bird
A
at the
male bird.
compound.
Yeah.
What
Biggie.
kind of bird?
I don't know, like a cockatoo or some shit. I don't know.
Like a...
Cockatiel. It's like a mini parrot.
Yeah.
So we had to separate the birds because the female bird was getting too horny.
Oh, nice.
She's laying a lot of eggs and she got weak. So we had to separate the birds.
All right.
My fucking...
That's
apparently,
big news at the compound.
Dude,
you gotta separate the birds.
It's a big deal. And the bird, I swear to God, I'm not making it up. The bird has a crush on my mom.
I don't know about crush.
My mom comes...
Your
Dude,
mom
my
probably
mom...
feeds it.
My mom... No, my little sister Kathleen does. When my mom comes in, the bird whistles. She goes like... Does like one of those. Swear to God.
So
only my mom, though.
The bird is catcalling your mom every
Yes,
day?
it's actually infuriating me. I'm telling you, I saw it. And then my mom walks away, the bird freaks out. And it was just, I was in there, my sister Kathleen was in there, my mom comes in, and it's just like, It's pheromones, dude. It's science.
Is it science?
Yeah.
That birds pick up human pheromones?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Do you ever Toucan Sam, dude? Fucking
what about
finding
Toucan
Fruit
Sam?
Loops? Pheromones.
Yeah. Is that what was going on there?
But no, I heard my...
Didn't you tell me something about a rabbit and a tooth or something?
Oh, yeah. And then we have a rabbit as well. It just sits in a cage all winter in, like, the laundry room. It grows this one weird tooth that, like, my sister's supposed to file down, and she never does.
She's supposed to file a rabbit's tooth?
She's supposed to clip it or something.
Wait,
So we have, like, this mastodon of a rabbit in the laundry room just sitting in, like, a shit box. Just, like... 2 birds, 2 dogs, and a fucking mastodon rabbit.
Your sister has a job that she has, like, you guys live in, like, colonial America? You have to tend to the birds. You have to file the fucking rabbit's teeth.
And then I get my mom, I was like, yo, what's dad up to? And my dad's real into air rifles right now. So you can buy these things. This old man, I said, yo, I'm going to have him sponsor the podcast. For like $1,000, this guy can build you a 22 caliber rifle that shoots like a pellet. And you hook it up to a CO2 container. It just goes silent. So my dad and his brother right now are 60 and about 53. Or their big thing right now is shooting fucking. They just go in the backyard. And one of them killed a squirrel, so they set a squirrel up in a dead squirrel in a tree and just sat there and shot it.
Holy fuck, dude!
Yeah. Oh,
honestly, it's amazing that you're not weird. I mean, you're weird as fuck, but it's crazy you're not weirder.
Dude, that to me is so fucking... It's not... I didn't realize how unnormal or how not normal that was until, like, literally this year.
If I came home and my dad had a squirrel tied up and he was shooting it, I would fucking call someone. I'd be like, you guys need to talk to my dad.
Dude, see, I'd grab that gun and be like, all right, headshot.
I would probably take a couple shots. In fact, what am I talking? We have a BB gun in my house. Yeah. We throw shit off the deck and shoot it, but only when I'm there. My dad's not tying up squirrels and shooting them.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking funny. I can't wait to go out there and get a good cracks on that squirrel.
I don't know if I want to go out there, dude.
You have to.
I'll get fucking destroyed.
No, you won't, dude.
Yeah, well, I gotta fucking get in shape before I head out there. I know how you're I've heard your stories, dude.
It is roast battles, dude, every dinner.
I don't know them enough to roast them.
Oh, you could fucking rip. You could just let them go.
Yeah, I mean, but if I make fun of them, I'm making fun of the whole compound.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
I would just make fun of the compound.
Doesn't matter.
Look at this fucking this fucking place, you weird fucks.
Yeah, dude, that'd be tight. We should throw a fucking festival out there this summer. Shat festival.
If I come, you have to treat me as though.
Oh my god,
I mean, these are old rules. If we're going back in time, I have to bed one of your sisters. You have to give me a woman in the house.
We will. We'll fucking get before you go to bed. We'll give you a bowl of warm milk. Yeah, you just lap from it.
Your finest meads.
That'll be tight, man. I can't wait. But yeah, it was good. It was good to get home, man.
I want to hear about. So you grew up on the compound. How many brothers did you share a bedroom with?
It was me, Tom. It was all. This is all at one point. It shifted around because my 2 sisters usually had their own bedroom. Before that, it was like Tom and Kev, me, Billy, Kathleen. Then Mara was born, so it was Mara 1 bedroom, Kathleen 1 bedroom, then me, Tom, Kev, Billy for a spell of time.
The 4 of you were in one bedroom?
Yeah, at one point, the 4 of us were in a bedroom.
Fuck, dude. That was like that halfway house we saw.
Dude, it pretty much was. It was a big room, but yeah, dude, it was like nightly ass whoopings, dude.
Oh my god.
Nightly. Dude. My 2 brothers would lay. We'd all lay. I still, to this day, like when we slept in the hotel. Yeah. I love sharing a room with people.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like when we were in a hotel and when the lights are out and you're laying in bed and you're talking to someone, the lights out. That's literally my favorite thing in the world.
That's a really nice feeling.
Oh, it's the best. And my brothers would do that, and I try to chime in. They'd be like, "Shut up," and I'd be like, "All right," and they'd be like, "One more word out of you, we're gonna beat your fucking ass." And I'd sit there and just be dead silent and be like, "Me," and this fucking, I would just feel the fist. It'd be like 30 seconds, like that movie we just watched when the bomb goes off and it's silent and it's like.
Oh man!
They beat you till you cry and you're like, woo! And it's not fun.
To stop crying.
Yeah, shut up, dude. I beat my little brother. Found my love letters one time.
Oh no!
I was in high school. This little fuck.
Oh no!
The girl I was dating in high school. Fucking, she was sending me love letters, and I might have responded with some fucking very nice bonnets myself.
Bonnets?
Whatever, Shakespearean
sonnets.
Sonnets. My little brother found them.
You responded with some nice bonnets, yeah.
My little brother was like parading these things around the compound, and I got wind of it, and I came outside and fucked him up. Dude.
I would have fucking destroyed him.
I dragged him across, and he was laughing. I'm hitting him, he's laughing. Finally, I gave him that one to the arm, and he just was like, meh. And I was like, good. And I was like, I'm satisfied now.
Yeah, when I was in 7th grade, I wrote a girl a love letter.
Did you really?
She gave it to my friends.
Oh.
And
snake.
It had a Bible verse on it.
What was the verse?
I only remember what book it was from. The Song of Songs, which is like a guy like, I love you to this woman.
Oh my god.
But it's like, let me suck on your supple breast. Like shit like that. And I walked in and my friend Tyler Kaz, NP4 Kaz, was just holding the note like when I got to school. No. And I was just like, oh my god.
Oh man.
I didn't catch as much shit as I deserved for that.
Dude,
that should have carried through high school.
Oh, you'd think.
Never. I don't think they really.
You probably owned up to it, you know?
I don't know. I don't know how you do that. I probably was like, yeah, I was kidding.
Maybe, yeah.
I probably played that off as a joke,
It's a
but
good
I
move.
wrote that.
It's a solid move.
You know how late at night when you're writing or talking, like you think you're real poetic.
Yeah.
You get romantic at night.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I wrote a nice letter, left it in her desk.
Oh, my God.
Came into school the next day, and it was just,
That was like when you could hand out fucking candy in grade school. On Valentine's Day, you could send a Valentine to someone. That was fucking sick, dude.
oh my god!
I'd wait for a Valentine to come down by my desk, and I'd just be sitting there like, "Come on, please let it grow." And just be one like, "You're fucking gay" from Phil, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Fuck! Did I ever talk about my friend sending a candygram on here?
No.
So there was a kid who, you know, he hadn't come out yet, but we knew he was gay.
Yeah.
And somebody wrote a letter to him from another kid.
Oh, no.
So my friend wrote a letter from the one kid to the kid who was gay.
From a boy.
Yeah, 2 boys.
Okay.
And it was like, hey, you're hot. Let's kiss. Or something like that.
Oh.
Something fucking ridiculous. But the teacher saw it before it got delivered.
Damn.
And because it probably said to fucking Jake from fucking Ron. Like it probably said it on there. So she was like, what the fuck is this?
Damn, she NSA'd that.
Yeah. And then they brought them both down to the office, the 2 kids. And they were like, we don't know who this is from. He was like, I didn't write that.
Holy shit.
So my friend had this secret for like a year. And they were trying to find out who did it because they were trying to fucking destroy him. And
for sending the same sex fucking...
Yeah, I mean, that's harassment.
Oh, okay.
Writing a candygram to a fucking gay kid, being from a straight kid, like, hey, let's make out.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, every day I would see the principal walk by while I was with my friend who wrote it, and I'd be like, Joe wrote the candygram. And she'd be like, what? And he'd be like, oh. And then finally one day, I did that constantly. And then finally one day I was like, Joe wrote the candygram, and she was like, is that true, Joe? And he was like, Shane steals lunch every day. And I was like, that's not true, but what I said is. And he got suspended.
Oh, that's fucked.
He got suspended for a hate crime.
Damn, dude.
I wonder what would happen today. Today he'd be fucked.
This was were you in a Catholic grade school?
High school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. They wouldn't have done shit in my grade school.
Yeah, I don't know.
They would have been like, a priest would have came in and been like, that's wrong. Don't fucking do that.
Yeah, I guess because they never caught him and it went on so long.
Yeah.
Finally, I ratted him out.
So was he mad?
Not as mad as he should have been, but yeah.
He's probably relieved he was carrying
it was
that
also
burden.
funny.
It is fucking hilarious.
It was undeniably funny to tell on him every single day in front of him.
It was so fun.
And then finally her be like, what?
Oh, my God.
And then he ratted me out for stealing lunch every day.
Did you steal lunch?
Stole lunch every single day.
Did you really? Did you stop after that, or did you keep going?
No, I kept going.
Nice.
I had a fucking sick method.
What'd you do?
I would get the food, and then I would walk to the one register and pretend I was going to the other one to get chips and just walk out.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I would go to the condiment table.
Yeah.
Just in case they got me there, walking away from the register, so I could be like, I was just putting condiments on.
Classic.
It was unbelievable. And then I would walk to my seat, and if they got me there, I'd be like, oh, I forgot after I got condiments.
Perfect.
Wow.
That's you were Ocean's 11 in them every day.
I Ocean's 11 them into me being fat as fuck. I was stealing a ton of food, dude.
Yeah, because these are like fried chicken sandwiches.
I was doing it at breakfast. I was getting cookies and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, my move in high school to steal lunch was, I was a big pretzels and cheese guy. For some reason, I was like I started getting into fitness when I was younger, and I was like, all right, so eating fat's bad for you. I'll just eat 4 pretzels and liquid cheese every day. That's healthy. Literally, in my head, I was like, low-fat, health food.
See, now this is what I mean. You come up with these dumb fucking theories, and right now your theory is you can't take medicine.
Dude, no, I know that
like
for a fact.
2 years, you're going to take medicine and be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Dude.
Yes.
If
I would have talked to old fucking pretzel and cheese, Matt, we would have had this same conversation.
I would have told you, dude, but I was ripped.
You would have been like, no fucking way. It's the same
I'm
guy.
telling you, I can't have stimulants.
You're pretzel and cheese in this fucking medicine right now.
I can't have stimulants. I'm sensitive. I can have Mucinex, not Mucinex D. And I don't know what you have, but I probably can't have that. Anyway.
I guarantee you can have
This is like the gay... I'm like the gay kid getting the fucking candygram
Why?
right now, dude. You're bullying me.
I'm not bullying you.
You're bullying
I promise you can take fucking Dayquil.
I might be able to, but I have to look at it. And I know if I have the package, you're going to peer pressure me into taking it, and I'm going to have a panic attack, and I can't have it.
You're not going to have a panic attack from Dayquil.
Dude, if it has pseudoephedrine or whatever that shit's called in it. Cetadrine. That's something fuck me
there,
up.
boy.
Cetadrine. Yeah, but no, I used to put pretzels. Maybe I could have it. I don't know. But let me do it at my own pace, all right?
It's the same thing with fucking gluten.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to an allergist. Shatheads, listen up. I'm going to an allergist April 2nd.
Dude, you're
We're going to lay this
maniac.
to rest.
You're a maniac.
How am I a maniac?
Well, first off, the allergist needs to keep his job. So he's going to be like, yeah, there's a very serious gluten
Definitely
allergy.
not.
My fucking brother-in-law had a gluten allergy for a week.
What happened?
I don't know. He fucking probably ate bread and was like, oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, gluten allergy is not. People think it's like a peanut allergy. You don't like choke and die. It just destroys your fucking intestines. Anyway, like I said, gluten allergy is real, dude. It's fucking white AIDS, and I have it.
It's white AIDS? Oh, my God,
What?
dude.
Irish AIDS. Is that bad?
Yeah, to call anything white AIDS, as in regular AIDS is for black people, is bad.
Well, less white people had AIDS. So this is our AIDS.
Maybe
How about that?
Percentage-wise, sure.
Okay. So I win. And no, I probably don't. I probably lose on that one. But
White AIDS? Gluten allergies is white AIDS? Holy fucking, you didn't know that was wrong to say.
No.
Oh, dude, I had a friend once say Negro.
When?
And he thought that was proper.
What?
He thought that was proper.
Wait, how?
Yeah.
He thought it was proper
He
in
said
what
it.
regard?
Yeah. We were just talking. We were in my we were in my apartment drinking, and he was like, "Yes," and a couple of Negroes. And I was like, "Wait, what did you just fucking say, dude?" He was like, "Negroes." He's like, "You can't fucking say that." He's like, "About the United Negro College Fund or whatever." I was like, "All right, that's different, you fucking idiot." He was saying Negro his whole life.
Oh my god!
I had a kid say colored. He was a
uncomfortable.
real smart kid. He was very smart, actually. And he in some poem he wrote in this English class I had, he was like, and the colored person over in the corner. And I was like, I like rose my hand. I was like, he just said colored. And he was like, what? That's proper. No. And he did the same thing. What's the NAACP stand for? Colored people at the end, right?
Maybe.
I hope so.
I think it stands for a coalition. The National Allegiance.
I think it's advancement of colored people.
Probably is, honestly.
I got to make sure of that. So
you'd probably know
otherwise
that.
we're gonna have to bleep this out.
No, I mean, dude, we can all make mistakes. You know, you said that gluten allergies are white AIDS.
No, Matt.
A little role reversal on you.
Yeah, that's good. Good for
I'll
you.
take that.
Yeah, you will take that.
But anyway, so yeah, no. But this is what while you look that up. So how I used to steal pretzels, I'd buy one pretzel, and that was 40 cents, and I'd ask for just a half a cup of cheese.
National Association for Advancement of Colored People.
So you're right.
Yeah. Well, he was right. The poet in high school.
No, it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's just like, where did that come? Where did that get in your head? You know what I mean? That was direct grandpa to grandson.
I had an uncle with a great NAACP joke. What it stood for.
What was it?
Well, I'm going to leave the end part out. But are actually colored Polacks.
Oh, man. God damn, dude.
Yeah, that was a great joke back in the day. Now,
that's so offensive to Polish people.
Matt, come on.
Kidding. It's a joke.
We're starting to get enough listeners that we're going to start getting hate now.
For
we
what?
can't have you saying
that was you.
I said it was an inappropriate joke that I heard.
Agree.
It was a bad joke.
I think it's offensive to fucking big blockhead Polacks.
Uncles, yeah, Polacks, dude. My fucking yes. I'm sorry to cut off your fucking cheese pretzel.
My pretzel story sucks.
My friends, shout out Dill Picky. My friends, mom was Polish,
Yeah.
and the dad was Italian, and the dad used to always call her a fucking Polak, but he would also call his kids Polacks. He'd be like, "Hey, you little fucking Polacks." They also, it was the best thing ever. This fucking family was the best. She had a van. And they used to all, whenever she would come in the room, they would chant Mother Shitler at her. They called her Shitler.
Why?
I don't know. It's the best nickname ever. She would walk in, they'd all go, Mother Shitler. Mother. And she'd be like, fucking stop it. And then one of them spray painted Shitler on her van.
Why?
Black spray paint across the side. Shitler.
What the fuck? Their Italian dad probably beat the shit out of them.
I don't think. I think
For spray painted Shitler?
He was hilarious.
Holy fuck.
I'm 90% sure that's true.
Dude, that's an ass.
But I know some of the young Polacks listen to this, so they'll fill me in.
I'd like to know the outcome of that. That's fucking
Mother Shitler
nuts.
is one of the funniest things.
I'd have gotten crucified, dude, if
They
I
had a
sprayed on
van.
them.
They had one of those big vans with like a TV in it.
Yeah, we had a conversion van.
Yeah.
They're
And
sick.
there was also a hole in the back that everybody pissed out.
Damn, dude.
We used to watch Scream. That's all we watched. We had a VHS of Scream.
That's so funny.
We would get in the car and just watch that every day.
Yeah, my little brother used to make us watch Godzilla. We would sit in our van. We drove to Florida and we watched Godzilla like 16 times. It was insane. Billy, Godzilla sucks. And he was like 5. He's like, I like Godzilla. Yeah, I've taken did you ever go on a family trip with like another family and it just feels like really uncomfortable?
Yeah.
I went down one time with these kids from grade school, and I forget their fucking name. I don't know, whatever.
The Shitlers.
Shutskis.
You gonna name them?
No, it's not their name. And
Fucking idiot.
Sorry. Well, it was just. I mean, it's
Well, no, who cares? The
we're little
Shutskis,
kids.
the
We're little,
Shitskis aren't listening.
yeah, dude, they're little kids. We're
You
little
went
kids.
with a bunch of Polacks.
Yeah, that's
Was
why
it a Y
that
or
just
an I?
reminded me.
Was it a Y or an
A
I?
Y.
A Y.
Probably like
I
Slavs.
think that's Jew.
They're Jews.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Well, dude, get this. So we go down to Maryland, and they had like a little house down there, and they had this fucking senile grandmom. And they
An old Jew, dude.
Yeah, they had a senile. She probably was a survivor, dude.
Oh, God.
So they had this senile
damn,
old
dude.
grandmom. Dude, I'm serious. They had this
They
senile.
might not have been. Jesus.
Well, whatever. And maybe she was frail. And then they had like. So they were like sit behind
It's
her.
not good. This
Why?
is not good.
What's not good?
We're not going to get on any lists. Well, bad lists, but we're not going to get in the fucking top 150.
How?
If you keep making fun of the Holocaust.
I'm not making fun. I'm just noting that I was like, damn, she's probably a survivor. She was old as fuck. And she was Jew. Maybe she might have been fucking Hungarian. And then.
Hungarian Jew.
Well, whatever. And then fucking. So they would sit behind her. They thought it was funny to fucking kick her fucking seat from behind the whole way down there going, man. She was shaking. And they would moon her. And she would just come in and be like, that's not nice. And then she would forget. And they'd moon her again. And she'd be like, that's not nice. Dude, it was insane. I sat down there like, you guys are fucking savages. I got the fuck. And then they're the ones who show me if you put your bare ass on a water slide, you go down way faster. Like dad came out, the one kid comes down, comes flying off, his butthole is like winking in the air. Dude, the dad's like, put your goddamn pants up.
Oh man, one time I was at my uncle's house and we were tubing. He had a fucking a boat and we were tubing and it was a family. My whole family would go down there to his lake house and I was on the tube and I fell off, but I was holding on with one arm holding on to this thing, like skimming on the water, and my shorts went down to my ankles. And I drove past the house with all my relatives in the yard.
So you were getting dragged by a boat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just my fucking ass hanging out.
You're like a cherubic painting of like Rome, some angel flying across the water.
That would have been a weird trip for the friend I brought.
Really?
My uncle was like, "You guys, you can't get online."
Why?
He's like, "You can't get online," and we were like, "All right." And this was like 6th or 7th grade, so we're like, "We need to get on Instant Messenger. We need to fucking scope these babes." And so we snuck down, got on Instant Messenger, and he came down. He caught us. He probably just picked up the phone and was like, "They're on the internet."
He's like,
yeah. So he came down and fucking screamed. My uncle,
what the fuck?
was like, "I told you not to get on that fucking computer." Well, he wouldn't have sweared.
Yeah.
He was nuts. He was like, "I told you not to get on that." And I was like, "I'm sorry." And he was like, "I'm sorry, sir." He's like, "You call me sir." And my friend was sitting there like, "Oh, fuck."
What kind of Full Metal Jacket shit is this?
Yeah, he was wild.
Holy fuck.
He was the man, though.
Yeah.
He's just
Well, I fucking told you guys
he's
to
a
stay off the
fucking
internet.
hardcore fucking guy.
That's what you guys get. That's what you guys get.
Yeah. No, he's right.
You guys are out fucking around the chat rooms, dude. I would have shut that down.
I couldn't understand. I didn't understand what the problem was with us getting on the internet.
I think they had to pay per minute back then.
He had a lot of money.
Oh, fuck. He didn't want you guys probably doing gay stuff on the internet.
Yeah, he probably knew we were going to find some pornography.
Oh, yeah,
he probably had a stash.
He probably had, he probably didn't want you finding his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a hot floppy disk that went around my grade school for a while. It was just literally a naked chick. You just popped it in, and it would just load, and you saw a naked babe.
That's a fucking awesome floppy disk.
It was good, dude. It floated around for a while. My brother got caught with it. It sucked.
We had one called, we had a porn tape called Butts Motel.
Damn.
It was a play on Bates Motel. It was a psycho porn. Like the lady was taking a shower, and a dildo was the knife in the shower curtain.
That's so funny.
And no one ever knew about it. And then we ran into this weird dude at the hotel at Notre Dame.
Really?
The weird guy that let us in the room. Yeah. We would spend most of the time just bothering him.
Oh, my God.
In the lobby at like 3 a.m, just bothering this guy. And in hindsight, it's really creepy, but somehow we were talking about porn.
Yeah.
He didn't lead it. I doubt it. But we were like, have you ever heard of Butts Motel? And he was like, oh, yes. 1985 classic of a play on Psycho. And we're like, oh, shit. Yeah.
Dude, that back room was probably splattered.
Definitely.
There's nothing else to do on the night shift at a hotel.
Except fire one off in the back.
Fire them up in the sky, dude. What else you got going on, bro?
I don't know, man. That's
pretty much it.
That's all I have in my Rolodex.
And your Pokédex, dude?
What do you got?
Nothing, man. Just fucking same old bullshit, dude. Just fucking out here, lonely.
You're lonely now?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why the fuck do you think, dude? I'm lonely.
You're a lonely man?
I'm lonely, dude.
You've
I'm a
got
lone
me.
wolf. I know I have you.
You got me.
I need you to sleep in my bed.
I'll fucking lay with you.
Nice. That's all I need.
I'll know you.
That's all I need, dude. I had a girl pass me recently, and you know when girls make like a breeze? They like walk past you and there's like a breeze of perfume?
Yeah.
I just fully breathed it in. I was like,
oh my God, man.
It's like Kirby Dreamland, her fucking essence. It's like,
you are a fucking whack job. Don't get me wrong, that happens.
I just breathed in that J-Lo perfume. I was like, oh, oh God. It tastes like an air freshener in my mouth for 2 seconds. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I think you're very humble.
Why?
You are. You can say things like that. You're very self-deprecating, probably because just the way you grew up.
Yeah, fucking
just getting those beatings
under fire, dude. Brother told me I was gay.
Dude,
my brother literally convinced me I was gay for like a year.
How do you do that?
When he told me his reasoning was that I'm not gay because I didn't do anything. I was in like 6th grade. He's like, you didn't do anything with a girl. He's like, so you're gay. And I was like, fuck. Damn it.
So what happened with the cheese and the pretzels?
The old cheese and pretzels. It's pretty shitty. I just I would put one pretzel on top of my notebook, 2 underneath my notebook, slide it across in front of the old lady, and then be like, I'll just have 1/2 of a cup of cheese. And the lady, like shaky old hand, she can never fill up half a cup, so it would end up being a full cup.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
So I'll get my whole lunch, 3 pretzels and a cup of cheese for 40 cents. I used to get it for
3 pretzels and a cup of cheese. Now, how often would that be your lunch?
5 days a week, pretty much.
5 days a week.
I ate cheese and pretzels every day. Even my mom would pack me lunch. I'd go get cheese and pretzels too.
Did you get good packed lunches?
No.
My mom sucked at that.
Yeah, I hated peanut butter and jelly because of that. I've only ever had PB&J that was like 9, or made the night before in the refrigerator, ate next day. So peanut butter and jelly sucks. And then I made myself a fresh PB&J, and I was like, holy fuck, this is good.
Then you came back.
I'm back. I used to put them in when I was at college. They had like, that toaster that like wheeled around, like you put stuff in, it like went around and came out. I used to pre-make PB&Js, put them in there, and every now and again one wouldn't make it out. It would get stuck, and I'd be like, I'm fucking out of here. There's smoke coming out of it. I'd be like, I'm fucking out.
Oh, man.
But yeah, my mom made some shitty-ass fucking lunches, too. Turkey.
Yeah. My mom sucked at lunches. Ugh. And all those other kids had great lunches.
Yeah, dude. I feel
Fuck that.
Would you get like a turkey and cheese?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember it was garbage.
Bread would get all soggy.
I never had a cool snack. Never had Gushers.
Fuck, dude.
Well, actually, what would happen was if I did get one of those, like if there was a box of Gushers at the house, it's fucking lights out when I get home.
Dude, devastating.
If I in my lunch I had a Gushers on Monday, I'd come home and just fucking go to town, dude.
We couldn't have that shit, dude. My mom tried to like get us toaster strudels at one point. So then, like, they have like a separate icing packet.
Yeah, of course.
So the last two, I bust out the last strudel. My brother would be doubling up on icing, so I'd have a naked strudel. I'd be like, "Fuck, dickhead, dude!" It pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a naked strudel. That's true, dude. That's a bad strudel.
But no, it's good. A fucking double packet strudel, dude. Holy fuck, my dickhead.
Sure, yeah.
He was probably had it on, then was just dipping in the other one.
Oh,
every
that's
bite.
awesome.
Fucking dick.
That's you gotta practice. Conserving that strudel.
Oh, dude, that packet?
The packet.
Absolutely.
It's just like getting a pack of Dunkaroos.
Oh.
It's so hard not to plow through that ice. You're eating a bunch of naked cookies at the end.
Dunkaroos are good, man.
Yeah, Dunkaroos are good.
Man.
It's a hell of a cast.
It's a good cast. What do you want to plug? Digital Graffiti.
Oh, yeah.
When is that, John?
That is April 22nd at midnight at Helium
April
Comedy Club.
22nd at midnight. Digital Graffiti.
Saturday night.
Warning.
Midnight.
Explicit content.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty
for the faint of
explicit.
heart.
But if you listen to this, you can probably handle it.
Absolutely. You actually would thrive on it.
You would love it. I actually invited a couple Jews to it the one time.
Oh, my
and
God.
that backfired. So the show is me and Matt and Techie Leaper,
Yep.
the Mexter.
Yep.
You know what's funny? We never give him credit for the show, and that's why he doesn't promote it. He won't promote it because his name's not on it.
Mexter.
But no, he's a very integral part.
Yeah.
And he's actually really, really good at it.
Yeah, he is.
Super funny
He's
on
a
that.
motherfucker,
Yeah,
dude.
he's a little mean prick. He hides behind those little dork glasses and his book bag or whatever he's dressed like. He just dresses like Dora the Explorer every day. So everybody thinks he's nice. Turns out he's a little fucking monster.
Yeah, dude, there's some fucking...
He's the worst kind of monster because he's a nerd bully.
Yeah.
Nerd bullies are the worst.
Comes from a place of hate.
Yeah, it really
Ours
does.
comes from a place of, like, brotherly love, dude.
Yes, of course.
His is
That's why
fucking...
we live here.
He's a dark minion, dude.
He's a little dark fuck. But anyway, we post... So while somebody's on stage trying to do, like, a 5-minute set, we post pictures... Well, there's a group text making fun of the person who's doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And that group text is displayed to the audience on projectors that the person doing stand-up cannot see.
Yeah.
So it's just... You just say the meanest things and...
Yeah, I see the meanest, most horrific shit. What happened? You invited those dudes?
Yeah, I was driving Uber, and a bunch of Israelis were at Penn for like a seminar thing, and but so it's a bunch of Jewish med students from Israel, and they were like, "Yeah, we're bored. There's what do we do in the city?" And I was like, "I actually have a show tonight. You guys could go to at Helium Comedy Club." I didn't think they would ever do it.
Yeah.
And so the whole show, we had a couple Jews on the show. They got hit with. Some pretty horrific stuff.
Yeah, some bad stuff.
Nazi propaganda.
Yeah,
things like that on the screens.
Yeah, so there's like a Jewish comedian on stage, and there's just like iron eagles and swastikas and shit.
Yeah,
It's
really horrible
really
stuff.
fucking nuts.
But then I didn't know they were there. And then after the show, they came up and were like, "That was a very interesting show." And then I think they complained to
They
Helium.
did.
They
fucking
wrote
complained.
a letter.
Motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking the cast burned by the Jews. Kidding. Psych. Playing. No. All right, that's enough. Shane's giving me the fucking vow of silence. Come to Digital Graffiti. Sorry, I have a cold. Shane,
I have a cold. Take fucking medicine.
I won't.
We're going to take some Dayquil as soon as this is done.
No, dude, I got to stay clear-headed to battle the Jews.
Oh, also, you say to battle the Jews? Jesus Christ. To all the main board listeners, Shu, we're going to get Shu one of these times. He's gone dark on me.
Did he?
Yeah, he probably knew I was trying to get him onto the grid.
He's probably with Snowden. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I don't know. We're going to arrange something so he and Matt can discuss really interesting conspiracy theories that undoubtedly Matt will buy into. If we're going to make sure you're a flat earther by the end of one of these.
Doesn't take much, dude.
No, I believe
Just look me in the eyes and don't blink, and I'm like, this guy's telling the truth, dude.
All right. So, fuck it.
Good
cast.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends that are cool.
Yeah.
Don't share it with your fucking gay friends. Well,
yeah. What?
I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
All the people around the world, this is
bless
the
up.
teaching.
Yeah, bless up. Wait, yo, keep my name out your mouth. Them rude boys. Yo.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I do hate fucking abortion love stand up.
All right, stand up. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to get an
Again,
abortion.
see, this is a universe that we live in that these people don't know.
What?
We're talking about fucking stand up. And the person who's listening to this is doing fucking drywall.
You're talking
in
about
fucking,
stand up? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. They're
There's
just
just
like.
some guy fucking sanding a fucking door in like Perry County.
Me.
Just listening to this, like, what the fuck are these guys? Who loves abortion?
Dude,
It's like, dude, our world.
let me tell you about my dark month I spent in Brooklyn, New York, in the fucking epicenter, in the absolute eye of fucking
Ground zero.
white pussy Mordor. Horrible.
That
dude.
is white pussy Mordor.
It was insane.
Someday, dude, me and Matt are gonna ride in there and drop dong into the pit
Jesus
of Mordor.
Christ, dude. They'll quake. They were quaking. I could
This
feel
podcast could be the ring.
it. 100%.
We put this on and those can't see us.
Dude, literally, it would be like a girl would go up and be like, so, like, I got, like, my third abortion, and everyone would be like, yeah. And it's just like, what the fuck are you guys talking
Yeah,
about?
that's terrible.
It's horrendous.
It's really sad.
I hope you're lying.
And honestly, I am pro-choice. Not very, but I'm pro-choice. But it's like, let's not celebrate it here.
Ugh.
Why don't we show some respect to the dead?
Yeah, dude. To the fucking dead BBs.
The little babies. All right. Well, you know what? Statistically, a couple of our listeners have had abortions.
Yeah.
So,
well,
sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
This
Sorry.
isn't about you. It's about the people that have had them and then get on stage
I
and
think these
celebrate.
chicks never had them. I think they're just like, yeah, I
I don't
down
know.
again.
We got a lot of listeners, dude. Guaranteed a couple have had them.
Well, sorry about that. But, you know,
Yeah.
if it were me, if I was on the other end of that, I'd be like, no.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
You would not.
I'm a 31-year-old
All
man.
right, well,
If you're-
now, yeah,
exactly.
Now,
That's what I'm saying.
How about when you were fucking 20?
I don't know. Probably I've been like, well, whatever you have to think you have to do.
Yeah, of course, of course. That's what I mean.
No.
Yeah,
I know a guy who was 40.
I've been with my girlfriend for like 4 years.
Yeah.
If she got pregnant, we're having the fucking. kid.
I'd
guarantee we're having the fucking.
You'd
kid.
have to.
Yeah, that's pathetic. If
Yeah.
I'm like, my open mic career is more important than no, we're having the fucking. But
You have to.
If I got some random chick pregnant in college,
Yeah.
and she was like, "I'm having an abortion," I wouldn't be like, "No,
Yeah.
we need this baby." No, I'd be like, "Yeah, get rid of that trash."
I'm like, don't fucking tell me that, you whore.
Dude, there have been, I first off, I can't believe chicks like our podcast. There's some bays out there that love our cast.
Shout out
dude.
to all the bays.
Shout out to fucking Shat Bays, dude.
I'm
Those
thinking
are our
of Shat
bays.
Bays now, but I don't want to shout them out right after the big abortion fucking thing.
Yeah, that's not good. I think we might have lost. But also, black dudes like the cast too, which is really funny.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Ew, dude.
Cracking a wild sighty, dude. I had to crack it with my teeth.
You cracked a sighty with your teeth?
Yeah, bro.
That's a hardcore fucking.
Dude, sighty drinkers are wild.
It's a hardcore way to drink a gay ass drink.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
I drop a Xanny in every sighty.
Do you?
These are Wu-Tang sighties. Do you ever drink a Wu-Tang 40?
No.
Wu-Tang 40, you drop a Xanax in a 40, dude, and you fucking chug it.
I doubt Wu-Tang did that. Sounds like something white people did.
God damn it.
Appropriated it. You spilled that sighty on
All
your
over my
on
second
your
week in a row.
salmon V-neck. No, what were you talking about?
We were on a hot
Abortion?
roll.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about
No, it's funny that
how all of our girl listeners had abortions. Go on.
yes, all the fucking chat bays, dude. Also, calling our listeners chat heads is fucking gay.
Why?
I think it's funny, and we're gonna obviously it's too late to turn back.
Yeah.
Any name you have for your listeners is gay,
Oh, I mean, of course.
but chat heads.
I mean, there's like a fundamental level of gayness flying around the world. It's like fucking
Yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah.
space, gayness. You
Yes.
have to just. It is
it's like
what it
gravity,
is.
dude. It
Exactly.
sucks you in.
It
Sucks you right in.
makes you watch weird stuff on the internet every now and again, dude.
I
You just gotta
watched
forget it.
some weird porn today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to talk about it?
not fucking gay. It wasn't gay.
All right. Well, let's
Watch
fucking-
like
let's hear you're weird.
Jeez, I shouldn't have done this.
Let's hear you're weird.
No,
Yeah,
no,
well.
dude, because I'm fucking. I think my sister listens to this. All right,
So what?
listen. Anybody that doesn't want to hear me talking about whacking off, fast forward 15 to 20 seconds.
Do you whack off on your back or on like do you lay on your stomach and fucking whack?
Fast forward 5 minutes because we're definitely going to talk about whacking off for like 5 minutes. Seriously, I mean that.
Do you
Kathy,
whack off in the
I know
kneeling
you're out there
position?
listening. Fucking Kathy, Joan,
Shane whacks off in the kneeling position.
all you guys, don't fucking listen to this for 3 more minutes.
Shane puts one leg up on a chair and whacks off
Now.
like a pirate.
Now that you have 5 seconds to stop listening. 5,
Shane squats like a
4,
frog and jerks off.
2, 1. All right, now it's just us and the boys listening.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, I jerk off on my back.
All right.
Not very exciting.
Laying down, jerking off.
Yeah, laying down. I lay in my bed and jerk off on my back.
You were telling me you like encapsulate your dick in like a sock.
I fucking told you that in confidence. wait, what were you saying?
You were telling us I'm a big. I let the fucking I let the
Oh, when I
fireworks.
finish, yeah, I put a tissue over my dick.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like
No, it's not insane.
It's like jerking off into a condom.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Dude, I have to see how high I can shoot.
No, that's disgusting.
That's the only way I measure.
That's gay.
That's how I measure.
Gay.
No, that's how I measure my
is
health.
gay.
That's how I measure
gay.
my health.
That's not how you measure your health. That's gay.
If it's not fucking flinging
You're
out,
just
dude.
into fucking looking at cum.
No, I'm not.
Looking even at your own cum is gay, dude.
Dude, I'm into
looking
blasting
at cum
ropes.
is gay.
So you don't even want to see
I
it.
never see it. You're like one of those fucking weirdos that wipes their ass and looks at it, dude. I just fucking nut and it's gone forever.
So if you don't look at, all right. So if you
No,
wipe
of
your
course,
ass
I
and you
look
look
at it
at
every time.
I was gonna say, how do you know when you're done?
Yeah, but with cum, I can tell when I'm done. I can feel it.
I got that's my. I don't go to the doctor, dude. That's my fucking monthly checkup.
It's just how well you shoot.
Well, it's my daily checkup, but yeah, I got a fucking 24. I fucking 24 hours fat free.
Really?
I got a whole fucking day.
Oh no! Well, this is what I want to talk. Yeah, this isn't gonna be good.
I got a whole day of the world fucking locked in my epididymis, ready to get out.
What's epididymis?
That's where all your fucking sperms are at. That's where they fucking work out, dude. That's where they're in there and fucking.
That's where they're doing lap pull downs.
They're in there fucking doing laps.
Dude, there's one.
They're in there wrestling.
That's what basically your sperm is. You know how one sperm makes it to the egg? Mm-hmm. That's the one white dude at Drexel Gym. All the other sperms are just the Asian boys. That's what's going on right now. There's one white sperm doing lap pull downs, and a bunch of the Asian sperms are around it, just like, oh, there's a very good sperm. Here's our festies.
So you're just saying, like,
doesn't make any sense.
You're saying all the sperms that lose are Asian?
For sure. The one sperm, yeah, that's why, yeah.
I mean, fuck, I can back that.
That's why we're all white. You can have an Asian kid as two white people.
Dude.
If somehow an Asian sperm wins.
Wow.
There's different races inside everybody's nuts.
That's how my dad became a Jew.
That's what your dad had Jew sperm. Your grandpa had Jew sperm.
One of them fucking betrayed the fucking other one, dude. Like he got in there. One of them backslid on a deal, dude, and got past the fucking.
Oh God!
You started this. What were you talking about? Oh, you're talking about how you.
I said I watched some weird porn today.
Yeah, what'd you watch? Let's
I watched. I just wanted to see what it was like. Just
let's have it.
Encouragement videos.
Oh, JOI.
What?
Jerk off instructions?
Oh, I forgot you were fucking addicted to porn.
Yeah, dude. Fucking welcome to the fucking fold,
JOI?
Jerk off instructions.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, do it like this.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. I never watched that in my life.
That's a fucking appetizer, bro.
That was the first time I watched that. This lady was talking to me. She was telling me what to do.
That's an appetizer, bro.
It was cool.
I warm up with that stuff.
Good Christ, dude. If my friends and family are listening to that one.
The JOI?
Yeah, I don't want
My mom
to
would be
know
relieved to find I was watching JOIs,
yeah,
dude.
compared to what you do. What do you get into, boy?
You don't want to know.
Tell me.
You don't want to know.
What was so you're addicted to porn, right?
Yeah, bro.
What was your fucking rock bottom? This is intervention now.
My rock bottom? It's fucking watching trannies jerk off, dude. That was my rock bottom. I quit porn.
Oh man, dude. You said that way too casually. What are you talking about?
Dude, that's where all porn leads. You're me 4 years ago. You're slowly fucking
that's
circling
not how
the
that
drain.
goes. That's like saying if you saw someone smoking a joint, you'd be like, you're gonna do heroin someday.
No, it's different, dude.
No, it's not. It's
dude.
the same thing.
It'll get you.
No, dude.
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout, dude.
I'm fucking 29 and I just got to jerk off instructions.
I know.
I'm not going to trannies jerking off.
You got many years
I'm
left
never
to
going
jerking
to trannies
off.
jerking off.
It's not like you're about to quit tomorrow, dude. You got another fucking like 4 decades.
No, I have 4 decades, dude. I have like fucking 8 months left.
You'll hit it in your 40s. That's when it gets you. A lot of old guys. I got a lot of fucking
Look,
tea.
I'm not saying there's no river long enough it doesn't have a bend. That could be.
That's why I quit porn.
Could be in my future.
I had to shake off my fucking
but I'm
demons,
saying,
dude.
I don't know. That's like saying again. That's
Hey, I had to shake off my demons,
it's like seeing
bro.
someone smoking
Well,
cigarettes
here's
and
the
being
thing.
like, "You're definitely gonna suck
It's
a
a
guy's
slippery
dick."
slope. Here's what happens to you: is you're there, you're watching porn, you're lesbians, all that cool stuff, and then it's like she-male fucks girl, and you're like,
That's better than a guy.
it's not gay.
Yeah.
Then it's like right underneath that, it's like tranny jerks off, and you're like, well, let's give that a spin, and it's just like unlocks.
So wait, you jerked off to a tranny jerking off?
Bro, you talked about JOI. It's like I've watched tranny JOIs, bro. So it's like, yeah, bro.
And you come to it?
Hell yeah.
You sure you want to release this?
Yeah, it's fucking.
That's some fucked up shit, dude.
It is what it is. That's why I quit watching porn.
That's good.
It's
I
not like
always wondered. I'm like, man, how addicted could this guy be?
Well, you're always like,
That's
dude, it's
too
not that
far.
big of a deal. And I'm like, it is, Shane. It is a big deal.
That is, dude. You liked it. You liked hearing some dude
No,
with
I
tits
didn't
be like,
really.
get it,
I'm telling you,
get your
man,
dick
it's
out.
a weird slippery slope because it's like As soon as the illusion shattered, where you're like, it's a fucking dude, and you're like, oh god, it's like it's nasty, dude.
Fuck, dude, this is making me uncomfortable, man.
Get uncomfortable,
We're
baby.
in here with the candles and shit.
Dude, welcome.
Is our relationship
Let me
alive?
see it.
Have you been trying to fuck me this whole time, dude?
No.
This is crazy shit.
Am I fucking gay?
You sure? Mm-hmm. Sounds like you're jerking off to dudes.
It's not dudes. Remember we checked out all the hot young tranny kids?
Yeah, there's hot tranny kids for sure.
That's
definitely hot tranny kids.
I didn't check off the tranny kids.
There's definitely hot trannies.
There's Brazilian hot trannies on the internet. You can't fucking deny
When
it.
you were in Brazil, other than that one tranny on the beach that you definitely made
I had
out
no
with,
real life tranny play, bro.
you've never fucked
No,
a dude.
100% not. That I can't handle. I'm telling you, I would see it and it would be like,
Oh man,
I'd
dude.
see like a forearm vein and I'd be like, oh, I tap out. It's like, ew, dude. It's like, ew. I'm dead serious. That was my plight. I was a man between two worlds, dude, just floating around the stratosphere.
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah.
this is fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It's more of the thing of like, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. Then afterwards, I'm like, ew, dude, that's gross.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I stopped.
Fucking Joe Rogan experience right now, dude.
I stopped. I started fucking shocking. I did gay conversion therapy. I shocked myself straight.
That's fucking cool. Wow, man.
Welcome to the cast, baby.
Wow.
Shat Nation.
This is the darkest cast. I think we're gonna lose like a
No, we're
bunch
not.
of listeners.
Dude, go check their internet history.
Guarantee we're losing a ton of
2,500
listeners.
people. There's probably 750 on there right now. Like, oh boy, all right. Oh boy.
No, I don't think any differently. You know what? What a man does in his own home, dude. It's
Dude.
up to him.
I mean, it'd be gay if I lied about it.
That's very true.
Fucking
I'd be gay if I told you I never looked at a picture of Bailey J.
exactly.
That one tranny.
Dude.
That's a hot tranny. Now,
Yeah.
I never jerked off to his dick.
Hey. You calling it his is gay, dude. It's hers.
Ew, dude, you jerked off to fucking dicks.
Nah. Tits, bro. Tits. It was like my little jerk off buddy. It was like my little jerk off buddy. Shane dropped his mic. It was
No,
my jerk off
dude.
buddy with tits, dude. It's fun. It's me and a pal. Me and a pal on the internet, dude. Let's take a break.
This could be a good cast, though. We're just gonna work our way out of this. No, keep it rolling, dude. Don't fucking take a break yet,
Dude, this is going to fucking...
dude. If we take a break right now, the whole fucking world's gonna think you and me just fucked.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they are, dude. After you confess to me,
You're
and
a
fucking
fucking
gay,
homophobe,
you
dude.
confess to me.
I'm
gay.
an LGBTQ plus, bro.
You're fucking drinking cides in your salmon V-neck, and you're talking to me, fucking yeah, dude. You are fucking Q plus.
Q plus, bro.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's fucking sick. Well, how have you not fucking added this on your comedy bio?
What, Q plus?
Yeah, dude, you'd be in every festival possible.
It's not gay, though. That's the problem.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Nobody
this is gay
respects
as fuck.
that. Nobody respects that as gay.
You could say, you can get on stage and be like, yeah, I jerk off to dudes. And people would be like,
That's
people
the
would
thing.
clap for you.
In my head, dude, I can't. They're not dudes. That's gay. And as
Yeah,
soon as I
that's
see it,
cool that-
as soon as I see a dude trait, I go ew, and I fucking literally. I'm not just saying that for like bravado points. I just wouldn't have brought
No,
this up.
it's cool that
If I see like a fucking defined tricep, I'm like,
Jesus,
ugh.
dude.
That's what happens when you go on the internet too much, bro. What do you want me to do? I have a high sex drive. The internet, the way internet porn works, it's like you watch it and you're like, all right, two people. The first time you see tits on the internet,
No, I got you.
Mind's
Yeah.
blown. Then it's like, what else? What
Yeah,
else?
it's
What
the
else?
law of diminishing
Try to get
returns.
try to get into midgets. I was like, get tapped out. I'm like, can't do this. If I could,
I wish you were into midgets.
I try. Excuse me.
I wish you were into midgets, dude.
It's a sighty coming up from the fucking incinerator. I can't get it. Midgets are nasty. I tried to get
Midgets
into.
are pretty ugly.
I tried to get into everything,
They're ugly
dude.
little creatures.
I
dude.
tried to get into everything, and all of a sudden I was like,
Shout
"What?"
out to all our midget listeners.
I
Yeah,
will
but-
not. I will not jerk off to you guys.
Yeah, they are fucking pretty gross little guys, little demon spawn. But yeah, dude, this is something we're gonna have to work through.
Dude, it is what it is.
Yeah,
This is helping a lot of the shatheads, dude. You'd be surprised.
that there's a lot of dudes out there jerking off to trannies.
Definitely, dude. 100%.
Yeah, there's something appealing.
It's literally, you're just like,
There's
this
a
is
forbidden fruit
this
out
is
there.
fucking crazy. It's
Yeah.
bad. You're doing something very bad. Well,
Ooh,
whatever.
that's
If you went to
gay.
Catholic school for fucking
That's gay as fuck.
forever, dude.
Look, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I think that's what we got to come to
I'm not
terms
fucking
with.
gay.
You're a little gay.
I'm gayer than you, but I'm not
For
fucking
sure.
gay.
The gay is a spectrum. Now, what are you always winning? Gay horse when we play that? Or gay chicken? You always win, dude, because you're gay.
But my little brother beats me, so
I bet old Billy Boy's out there jerking off to ladies too.
Oh, Billy's driving the truck right now. Hard
Lady
as
Boys.
fuck,
What
dude.
do you think of Lady Boys?
Dude, Lady Boys will get you, dude. You got to be careful.
All right, here's a good story about Lady Boys.
Yeah.
One time, me and my friend Corey, shout out Corey, what up, boy?
What's up, dog?
Went to a strip club in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
This is back when I sold Hondas. So I used to have a lot of money.
So you're lording.
I was fucking lording like crazy, dude. Seriously, I would go there and spend like $300-$400 every single time.
That's sick.
Every time.
That's awesome.
And this was me not getting hand jobs or anything.
It's mind-boggling.
I was just booze, and I would just give them tons of money. They went for it, and I'd be like, "Get out of here! That's disgusting.
Of course you
I
went
don't
for
pay
it,
for it." Anyway,
No comment.
so then there was a Chinaman. There was an old Chinaman at the bar that
Really?
night, and we would go during the week
Yeah.
because when you sell cars, you have off. Like during the week, they just give you a day off because you work
Yeah, yeah.
Saturdays. So me and Corey had off the next day, and we were out getting fucked up on like a Wednesday night.
That's awesome.
It was sick at a strip club in Harrisburg.
Oh, my God.
Savannah's, dude. It was fucking lit. And this old Asian dude was there, and we needed to ride home back to my place. And just when the place closed,
Yeah.
we just walked outside, and this old dude was there, and we were like, "Yo, will you give us a ride home?" And he was like, full fucking Chinaman, dude. He was like, "Yeah, come with me." And we're like,
my
"Fuck yeah."
God.
This is pre-Uber. So we just got in this dude's big-ass conversion van filled with shit. And
Where was this guy going?
He was fucking bombed, dude. He was driving us. He was running red lights. He was doing all that shit. He ran a red light like immediately, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he was like, "Don't worry about that. The cops know me," and just kept driving.
Did this dude fucking sell gremlins?
He was crazy. He just took us to his fucking. He just took us to a Thai restaurant that he owned
What?
and gave us a ton of food. Like big bowls of shrimp and shit, and tried to get into business with us. He was trying to sell us like copper.
He tried to get into
He was
business
trying
with you
to
guys?
sell- yeah, he was trying to sell us copper mines from Vietnam.
Holy
We're just
shit.
like, dude, we don't have any of that. So, but in the car, we're like, "Do you have any ladies? You got any women?" And he was like, "Oh." He's like, "I have a women." We're like, "What?"
the
And he's like,
fuck?
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "He a boy, but we dress him up like lady. You don't know anything." And we're like, "What?" You talking about a fucking lady boy, dude? He's like, "Oh yeah." This guy had a fucking like Vietnamese
Oh my God.
immigrant in his house. That was a fucking lady boy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was like, "He have no passport. He live in my house." Dude, he had like a fucking lady boy sex slave he was offering us
He had a sex slave.
in order to go into business with him in copper in Vietnam.
That's how you seal the fucking deal, dude.
You would have been all over that.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have let that
I'm
lady
not
boy
in a
get
real
you?
life fucking ladyboy play, bro.
I bet it would be.
I stay in cyberspace.
Right, so let's say you had a couple of sighties.
Yeah.
A lady boy comes out of the back.
No.
Looks good.
No.
You tell me no,
You
honestly?
talking about just getting your bird sucked?
Yep. I know. If you're being 100% truthful.
I'm being.
dude,
I can only be
how-
honest, dude.
yo,
I cannot lie.
That's fucking sick that you do that.
I can only be honest.
But I hope that our listeners at least appreciate that.
I don't give a fuck.
Dude, you are fucking honest, man.
Hey, dude, you gotta
That's
be.
fucking sick.
Lion's fucking gay.
Lion is gay.
You gotta be fucking honest.
I gotta be honest with you. Ladyboy comes out of the back. How many sighties am I deep?
Say you're 4 sighties deep. That's like 19
4
PBRs.
sighties, dude? No. I'd be like, I'd probably beat him up for coming near me. I'm so straight, dude. I hate crime.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
That's the ultimate level of straight. Is hate
Hey,
crime.
That's like, that is tight, dude.
Oh god. But yeah,
Dude, so how did you guys were like, no thanks to the lady boys, thanks to the shrimp?
I forget what it. I mean, I started to black out because he brought out like wine and shit.
Holy
We were
shit.
just in the kitchen, and this was a fucking restaurant that was near my house that I like grew up with.
Dude, that's so fucking funny.
It's on the Carlisle Pike.
So you
for the
stumbled
listeners.
onto like a human trafficking ring, basically.
Yeah. We went in, and then I also realized the place was like totally like we could have just stolen everything. He just let us in.
Yeah.
I forget how the fuck we got home. I don't think he gave us a ride home.
Really?
I really don't remember how we got home.
That lady boy probably drove you guys
I think
home.
the lady
dude.
boy might have got me, dude.
The lady boy probably sat in the middle, dude, and drove you guys home.
The lady boy actually never showed up. But I'm saying, if the lady do
The
it,
lady boy cooked you guys' shrimp.
that shrimp was fucking delicious.
Bet it was.
But that guy was like, "Oh, we dress him up like lady." I was like, "Oh man,
What if this guy was just fucking with you?
I don't think so." I don't think so, dude. We had like a 3-hour conversation about copper in Vietnam.
That's true, dude. He's not gonna fucking front on the lady,
Fuck,
especially in like Asian business
just a
culture.
geezer that was
in
fucked
Asian
up.
business culture, you don't fucking fluke on the lady. You don't check swing on the lady boy in a business deal. That's how you get fucking. That's how you lose the deal.
We'll seal the deal on a fucking good lady boy finish.
You need it, dude. If you fucking, I went to school for international business. They taught us this. If you fucking fluke on the lady boy clothes, deal's done. With the Tokyo partners, if you show them the model building, if you're like, here's the model building, and they're like, all right, bring in the fucking lady boys, dude. Dude, I was working in an office one time, and these fucking four. It was like Japanese dude or like Asian dudes hopped in suits, got out. I turned to the guy next to me. I was like, dude, it's the fucking Tokyo partners. And this guy looked at me. This dude looked at me. It was just like, what? And I was like, oh, never mind. Just got off. I was like, my bad, dude.
Tokyo partners are sick.
They're always looking at tiny fucking Lego buildings and be like, oh, we like it. That's good investment. I bring out the lady boys.
Eat the sushi off a small boy. And then we sing a karaoke to celebrate. Dude, I can't believe you jerk off to tranny porn, dude.
I stopped.
Ew.
I stopped.
Shame on you.
I was in a dark place, dude.
Fucking shame on you.
I looked to the internet for answers and it gave me the wrong fucking answers. Dude.
Jesus. Dude, it's too bad we're not in fucking New York and gay as fuck.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
We'd be celebrated right now.
That's true.
This would be like a big moment for you coming out.
Yeah, it'd be tight.
Everybody would be fucking hoisting this podcast up, be like, listen how powerful this is.
Great.
Actually, this is actually a pretty good example of what happens when a straight dude comes out gay to his
Stop saying
straight
I'm fucking
friend.
gay, dude. I'm not fucking gay.
This is exactly how it
This
happens.
isn't gay.
This is very gay, dude.
Dude, I'm fucking prison gay. It's different.
You're not prison gay.
I'm fucking prison gay, dude. It's different.
You're not prison gay.
Yeah.
You were not behind bars. You were behind the bars of porn addiction.
It's fucking prison gay, dude. It's a thug.
All right.
was a thug.
Last question on this because I do.
Go ahead.
I
Let's have
love
it.
you. I love you.
Let's
and
have
I
it.
don't want to have this sully our fucking relationship.
Dude, it won't, man.
It might for me.
Wow, what the fuck?
I ain't friend with no queer.
I know fucking queer.
You might be a queer.
No, I'm not.
You might be queer.
I'm like Danny from fucking what's that show? Bloodline, dude. Fucking just party every now and
True,
again.
true. I'll give you that. That's fucking sick. Party hard and make out with a dude. Also, I am friends with many a queer, so I'm just kidding about that.
I ain't no goddamn queer, dude.
But
Gayest thing about me is a gluten allergy, dude. That's it.
Hold on, let me tell the listeners, dude. That's one of my favorite jokes you have.
What?
Matt has a joke about how when he found out he had the gluten allergy, he reacted the same way Matthew McConaughey does in Dallas Buyers Club. Like the doctor said, you have a gluten allergy, and he was like, I ain't no fucking queer. Anyway, fuck. Oh, did you? Here it is.
Let's have it.
Here's a big question,
Let's have it.
and I want pure honesty.
All right, that's all you'll
And that's
get.
what you do. What you do best.
That's all I'll get. That's all you'll get.
All right. So when you were shooting ropes to these lady boys,
Yeah.
did you ever see?
Time out. Can I guess your question?
Did you ever see them come?
Dude, I always fucking. It's always a fucking synchronized rope.
You come with the lady boys?
I come every time I watch porn. I come whenever people are coming.
I know, but I mean,
I come with a
including
big
lady
finish?
boys?
Probably. I mean, that's one I'm going to say probably yes.
That's the gayest shit I've
That's
ever
not
heard.
gay. That's just how you do it. You don't come in the middle of a porn. That's fucking premature ejaculation. You got to fucking finish. You got to wait till the end.
Shit.
You got to stick it out.
Dude, are you sure you want to release this?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it'd be bad. It's not that big of a
course
fucking deal.
it's bad. Yes.
No, it's not.
You jerked off to trannies.
Whatever.
All right.
Whatever, dude. It's not gay.
All right, true. I can see it. I'll fucking back off.
No, I don't care. I don't know what I'm saying.
Sorry.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm fucking knocking down I'm pioneering the way.
It does make for great
I'm
listening.
pioneering the way for
Our-
fucking straight dudes who fucking jerk off to weird shit on the internet. Love pussy, dude. Test me.
Love pussy, dude. You know what's funny is like in my head I'm thinking like, this is good listening. It's
is.
definitely a bunch of people that like took their headphones off like, what the fuck was
Nah,
that?
dude. You think so? But people, the human being is
Nah,
a curious
yeah,
animal.
Of course. And there's nothing wrong with being honest. I've
Yeah.
jerked off to weird stuff.
Happens.
I jerked off in the Y by myself.
The what?
In the YMCA.
Really?
In the group shower. I got in there. No one was in there. I was a young boy, but still.
I used to work in a beer distributor, and the only chick I saw was this fat Puerto Rican lady. And I used to go into like the shitty beer distributor bathroom and fucking like jerk off to this fat Puerto Rican lady because that's all I could conjure up in my mind. Just be like, ugh. That's where they used to make me
I'm
empty
trying
the
to think
shitty
of
paper.
something deviant I've done that will bail you out of this, dude. I'm trying to.
I mean, dude, you're not gonna.
We're like the bushwhackers right now. I'm trying to fucking tag myself.
I'm on the fucking ropes
You're
right
on the
now.
ground.
I'm on the
reaching
fucking
over the ropes. Fucking tag me in, dude. Gain strength. Tag me into this. I'm trying to think of something fucking.
But not everyone's a fucking freak, bro. I'm a freaky boy, dude.
Yeah, man.
That just is what it is.
That's some fucking wild shit.
It's not that wild.
Yeah, it is, man.
When you're on the internet, dude, it's like fucking virtual reality.
You know what is weird? I've watched like, you know, a ton of beheadings and like I literally almost daily watch people burn to death online.
Yeah, that's another issue.
And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? You're watching guys with dicks.
That's the thing,
I've
dude.
seen a bunch of people burn alive on the internet.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's
This is the fucking saddest cast we've ever had.
jeez. Anything funny happened? Did we talk about Brian Regan on this one?
No,
No, I don't think so.
your fucking
All right,
boy saw
well, let's
by.
take a quick
Let's take a little break.
break.
Let's take a break.
Jeez. What is the darkest cast, dude?
Oh, we're back.
Oh boy,
Wow. 28 minutes of a podcast. Now Shane is a fucking ally.
I'm an ally.
You're
dude.
definitely an ally,
You're
dude.
definitely Q plus, and
Dude,
I'm
I'm
definitely
Q+,
an ally.
you're
if
an
you're
ally?
Q plus, bud, I'm an ally.
You're fucking dude.
I'm all in.
You're my only ally, dude.
I'm all in, man. You were so brave earlier
Thank you, dude.
talking about jerking off to tranny porn.
Thank you.
No, really. Honestly, that was actually. I mean, I was kidding a second ago, but then I thought about it. That was actually really brave.
It is brave,
A lot of people wouldn't admit to weird shit they've done.
dude. It fucking is what it is, bro.
I'm trying to think, and I'd be very honest with you if I've done something.
You're a straight laced dude.
I'm just kind of a plain Jane.
You're a straight fucking pat of butter, dude.
I jaked off to.
You're trying to fucking scour, dude.
I jerked off to people whispering. I put on some headphones. They were whispering to me about how to jerk off today.
That's funny,
That was as far as I've gone.
dude. Honestly, not
Down
to,
that rabbit hole.
That reminds you of like when like my ex-wife would like be like, we should watch porn. She'd like show me the porn, and I'd be like, yeah, that's fucking cute. Good. Like, yeah, all right.
Yes, nothing.
I'm like, all right. It's like coloring. It's like coloring with little kids.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you're fucking Van Gogh. I'm over here with the fucking. I'm trying to stay in the lines.
You know, I had a girl tell me to jerk. I'm like, yeah,
Whew.
that's not bad.
You know what's funny? Earlier, I was like, to my loved ones, don't listen to this.
Yeah.
Turns out, your loved ones should definitely not listen to this.
Well, I just worry about my mom, dude.
Yeah, we might need to have
I told her, Mom, the one thing you got to get. She's fucking, dude. My fucking tweets to
Moms
the rock.
want to listen to this. My mom wants to listen to this too.
I told her no.
I guarantee my fucking mom listens to this.
I just said, don't do it.
yeah,
don't
they
fucking do
want
it.
to be a part of it.
I mean, they are Shat Nation, dude. They birthed Shat Nation.
True.
Just take it as that, dude. That you did it.
It's a fucking rough night for you.
If you want to
bud.
get my fucking secrets out of me, dude, give me 2 sighties. I'll fucking spill
Yo,
my guts on it.
Maybe we shouldn't release this tonight.
No, it's fine. We'll
sure
listen to
you-
it. I
you
swear to
wanna wait
God,
till
dude,
tomorrow?
100%. 100%.
All right.
Be lying, I'm telling you, dude. The only way is on. Dude, all of our secrets are going to get leaked out in 5 years anyway.
It is very.
I'm
true.
gonna jump on the game, dude.
Oh fuck! I just remembered some secrets.
All
I
your
have.
JOI videos, dude, are fucking cool.
Nah, the JOI videos are fucking sick.
They're great.
It's just a lady with big tits, like, I want you to jerk off.
It's fantastic. See,
Yeah,
I
it's
hate
cool.
when they do the jerk off. They're like, yeah, do it like this. Like, well, all right.
Yeah, I was already pretty deep in the game when I got to. That was the first time I ever watched it, so I was already pretty much done. I only watched it for like a minute.
Dude, I knew people who used to get into such disgusting porn holes where like they would find a porn star who looked like someone they knew and then pull up that person's Facebook and then a porn video and switch back and forth and jerk off, dude. Swear to God, it wasn't me. No.
Oh man,
Yeah, dude. That's like, you want to talk about porn holes, dude.
that is always the best though when you find a porn star that looks like someone you like.
I mean, that's one thing you can do. I've definitely done it with online dating. I've definitely jerked off to girls' online
Jesus
dating profiles.
Christ, man. Can we have a fucking podcast that isn't pure? I mean,
It's like come all over all the
Jesus
podcast.
fucking Christ.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely done that. I've like jerked off to a girl, then went on a date with her, and be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Dude, think of the people we shouted out at the beginning of this episode.
Like, yo, they show their friends.
Yo,
like, listen
fuck
to 10 minutes of it. Like, yo, check this
They
out.
shouted me out. It ends up being just a fucking clearly gay podcast.
It's not gay, dude.
This is an alt-right... Dude, you're Milo. You're a fucking alt-right
Holy
gay
fuck, dude. I'm not fucking gay.
Yeah, you're a little gay.
I'm not fucking gay.
Yeah, being gay apparently is a spectrum.
Dude, I'm telling you. It's not gay. It's fucking like wartime stuff, dude. I'm a soldier.
Yeah,
Taking what I can get, dude. I gotta get the serotonin flowing. I gotta look at some fucked up porn.
All right, I'll give you that. There's something like, I mean, I'll watch, like I've watched, Jesus Christ. My fucking sister listens to this fucking thing.
You gotta let it go. You have older sisters. That's the thing. I have younger
Yeah, I
sisters
got
where I can be
fucking-
like, shush.
Yeah, but they're not listening, are they?
If they did, I'd be like, fucking whatever.
If so, Matt's sisters, I want to lay with you. Oh, fuck.
What?
I have a girlfriend. she's not going to be happy about that.
We'll beep that.
No, we're just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly just kidding. I don't know them.
What the fuck are you gonna say?
Well, I got to fucking talk to my girlfriend right now.
You're like a worm
Hold on.
coming out of the dirt.
Hold on. I definitely have to talk to my girlfriend right now because she's listening to this.
Tell her
She's in her car. She's mad. She's driving around in her Honda Accord. She's fucking pissed off right now.
She just
Listen,
gave someone the finger at a red
listen.
light.
I was kidding. I was only saying I want to lay with Matt's sisters to bother Matt, to bother gay Matt.
I'm totally fine with Shane laying with my sister.
Also, me laying with your sisters and our families joining would be fucking sick.
Exactly. If he did do it, it'd be strictly
If our
political.
clans joined.
It'd be strictly political. So,
And also, I am polyamorous, so
you are poly. That's Q plus.
current bae, you can stay with me.
Exactly.
Also, I'm gonna lay with Matt's sisters.
Well, that'll make your second wife.
Yeah.
You have like your love of your life, then like your political wife that you're just establishing like
Yes.
land deals and fucking
I'll
power.
give your parents like a couple barrels of grain
100%.
and a few oxen.
Dude, that's fucking way more than my sisters would fetch on the market. It's fucking generous.
Really? You think your sisters are worth less?
If you gave my mom like a barrel of like chlorine for the pool, you could just
I can have the sisters.
She'd be like, "Here's both of them, package
That's
deal."
pretty
She'd
sick.
sever my sister's marriage and be like, "Take both, 2 for 1." You might get a fucking cousin out of the deal too.
I heard
You might
got
get a
some
small
Ds.
fucking. You might get a small fucking ginger harem.
You know me. You know I got a thing for the gingies. Give me the gingies.
Good God.
All right. Well, anyway, yes. Current bae. I doubt you want to be named. Bae. Not current bae. Sorry, I called you current bae.
Oh,
Jesus
man, dude,
Christ,
you're fucking-
the
you're-
wheels are falling off.
You're fucking
Listen,
swimming upstream.
This is all a joke. Matt's not really gay.
Exactly.
Well, Matt probably is gay,
I'm not fucking gay.
but I definitely am not going to lay with his sisters.
All right, it's
it's-
settled. So it's fucking settled. Land deals are off.
There's a lot of acreage involved. I could get a bunch of acres if I lay with his sisters.
Hell yeah,
Damn, dude. You probably have wolf blankets and shit.
dude, 100%. You got to
laid
come
out
to my fucking
fur.
house, dude.
Would we stay in a loft with nothing but fur blankets?
100%.
All right. Would there be I'm thinking Ajax guarding the door, dude.
Dude, Ajax would be standing guard.
I need Ajax with a bow guarding the door. Damn, dude. Wait till the fucking tranny porn gets fucking released to the rest of your family, dude.
They don't give a fuck. Who cares?
You sure?
Yes. What are they gonna do?
Probably call you fucking gay.
They already do that, dude. Fucking-
Yeah, but now they'll meet it.
oh, whatever. I have fucking long hair. I already get called gay anyway.
Your hair looks great, man. You look fucking good.
Dude. I'm
Dude,
a fucking,
I noticed while we were walking today, I noticed a lot of ladies checking you out.
Bro,
You're a handsome man.
thank you.
Yes.
I'm a handsome, deviant man, dude. What are you gonna do?
You are. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, fucking
You're
I
like
don't
50
care.
Shades of Gay.
Dude, that movie, I was thinking about that today. How fucking hilarious that is, where it's like this guy just like chokes this chick and utterly just demeans her, and it's
Yeah. And women love
he's
it.
a billionaire.
Oh, that's Jordan.
Yeah.
It's fucking Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
That's
that's
fucking sick.
literally that was women's top porn searches were fucking billionaire,
Yeah.
werewolf, vampire,
Or like pirate.
pirate,
Yeah, it was all these like
and surgeon. That's
surgeon,
what
yeah.
girls search
It's all
out.
things they want to be knocked out and destroyed by.
Literally, they just want a guy to be like, "Come here, I have so much fucking money. You're a prisoner in my house," and they're like, "This is so romantic." If it was like fucking a plumber, like, this is where I fuck chicks.
Oh, yeah, that was another great bit. Matt had a good bit about 50 Shades of Grey when that came out.
Yeah, how like
Here's-
it's totally
yeah.
fine. How girls would be like, oh my god, we need the patriarchy sucks, and it's like here's a billionaire who's like, get in my fuck dungeon. And they're like, that's the best. It's
Yeah,
like,
this is
all right.
how I found
All right, see what
Yeah.
you guys are after.
We know, fucking ladies. Let's just go ahead and nip this in the bud because
What?
we've been. This is episode what 27.
27, baby.
All right, women are stupid.
Jesus.
No, JK. I got plenty of
Well-
current bay. I was just kidding.
I mean, well, hold on. Let's unpack that,
No, let's not ever say unpack again, gay Matt.
dude. Oh my god, this is fucking horrendous,
You should have never admitted to being gay.
dude. All I can be is honest. I can't
All
lie.
right, that's cool.
I can't shroud myself in secrecy, dude. My life's an open fucking book. But
I will say this.
I will say those porn searches are fucking.
There's something
I think
there.
girl porn searches are like werewolf, billionaire, JOI. JOI was like 6. Dude.
No, it wasn't JY's. Yeah, it was a little fucking. It didn't really have anything on cream pies. I was more of a cream pie guy.
Dude, that's fucking good stuff.
Cream pies?
Cream pie is wholesome porn.
Cream pie's sick. That's
Cream
just
pie
good,
is wholesome family entertainment.
good Catholic porn.
Dude, when you're fucking, you got
No
the kids around.
contraceptive, just straight up coming in there.
Think about the future, dude. When Disney goes out of Disney will go out of business, it'll be you'll be sitting down watching your kids be like, "This is cream pie porn." That'll be like your kids' fucking Beauty and the Beast.
What?
Yeah, cream pies are fucking family entertainment, dude.
When Disney goes out of business,
Yeah,
cream
dude,
pie porn.
50 years when the fucking artificial intelligence takes over, it'll just be like you'll be watching just like different cream pie porns with your kids. It'll instead of like Frozen, it'll just be like black dude, cream pies, white wife.
What?
I don't know.
That's a couple sideys.
That's a 2.5
Dude,
sides.
I was just thinking, this is like,
It's groundbreaking.
this is fucking insane.
You're basically Piers Morgan, dude.
Right now, you and I are fucking. We're like abstract painters right now.
100%,
and the
dude.
rest of the world doesn't know what to do with it.
They're just gonna listen.
This is high art.
They're just listening to me and giving me more,
I don't know. They might not like it.
dude. They'll be fine.
They might not like it.
Trust me,
We
dude.
might
No,
be-
look, nobody hates honesty. Nobody hates it.
Are you sure?
100%.
I don't know. If somebody walked in here and called me like ugly and fat, I'd be like, "Get out of here."
Yeah, that's true. But that's an insult.
That's honestly-
If someone came in here and exposed,
yeah, but also
their,
I'm not very ugly.
if someone exposed, you're not. And if someone exposed their truth, you wouldn't be like, "Get out of here." You'd be like, "Well,
Wait,
fucking,
what'd you just say? I'm not.
you're not ugly. Hell no."
Ew, dude, take it easy. I know how you are.
You think I want to fuck you?
No,
You need tits, dude.
I got sick tits.
Throw some tits on. Fucking go tanning.
Tits.
Go tanning for like.
Oh fuck! What was it? Oh,
You're
yeah,
way
and
too
then
light for me,
You
dude.
have that one joke about like, oh, so funny.
What?
This was like a couple weeks ago. You were telling that joke about how this is also another great joke Matt tells about how like your younger brother or cousin or something will like complain about chicks.
Yeah.
Like, what are they? 20?
Yeah, he's like,
Like, you're
this,
like-
this chick wanted to get with me at the bar. I was like, what happened? He's like, oh, she was beat.
Yeah, and you're like, what? How old was she? 20? 21? It's like that's so hot.
She's hot. Exactly.
No matter what, she's hot. You're like, what is she? Chubby?
Dude,
hot as
if a
fuck.
21-year-old came in here right now, if I was at a bar and a 21-year-old shit her pants, she's like, I shit my pants, I gotta go home, I'd be like, I'll go home and I'd fuck her.
Jesus Christ, dude!
She'd be
No
like,
way.
She'd be like, if she
No
was
way.
like, I want to go home with you, but I shit my pants, I gotta go home and take a shower and clean myself up, I'd be like, let's go, I'll get an Uber.
Ew, dude. No, you
I'd
wouldn't.
fucking wipe
no,
her
you
ass.
would not fuck. No,
Yes,
you
I would.
wouldn't. No,
Shane,
you wouldn't.
I'm telling you this.
I know you wouldn't.
You don't. So if I was at a
You
bar
would
and I go
wipe
shit her
you
pants,
would wipe a shitty butt.
yes.
All
If she
right.
was 21, 45, ugh. If a 21-year-old was like, come wipe my ass, I'd fucking bust out the wipes and wipe her ass. Like, I would. I know I would. I'd get the
Fuck,
detachable
dude.
shower head. I'd hose her down.
Every once in a while, you say and do shit that I just question our
This
relationship.
is so normal to me. You were telling me if that would be a deal breaker.
If someone shit their pants at the bar,
Yeah.
yes.
But what if they like did it?
Instant.
What if they weren't drunk and it was all part of a ploy? If they were like, hey, this is what I'm into. I just shit my pants. You got to take me home and clean me up.
I'd say that's one of the most horrific things I've ever heard.
Dude, I'd get into it.
Get the fuck out of here.
I would.
No, you
but
wouldn't.
if they were 21, 22, as soon as if you're 40 and you shit yourself, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck go home, man. Fun time's over, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
It's got to be a young shit the panter.
You gotta be young, dude.
It's fucking
You
tight.
gotta still have a twinkle in your eye, dude. You're like, I shit my pants. I'd be like, let's go, babe.
Whew.
I'd carry them out like our wedding day, dude. I'd carry them
Was
to
that
the door.
movie where the fucking lady comes into the guy's work and he carries her out?
Oh, fuck. What is that?
They replayed it in a Simpsons movie. I feel like it was Tom Cruise.
Was it? Probably was. Tom Cruise does stuff like that.
Well, anyway, that would be like you.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
What were we talking about before?
I don't know. You being gay. But anyway,
I'm not fucking gay.
let's
Jesus.
let's take a break here.
All right, let's
so
take
I
a
can
little
finish
break,
this brewski and then crack a new brewski.
All right, let's take a break, sir.
All right, little breaky. We should probably just play, dude.
We're back.
I'm gonna have one more brewski
Wow. You're going to crack it, dude? Good God.
and then we'll call it, dude.
Yeah. I mean, fuck.
This has been a very powerful episode.
It's been a super powerful episode.
Powerful episode. Listener, rewind right
Dude.
now and you can hear me say episode.
Shane showed me his fucking hot porn, dude.
Oh yeah, while we
You're
took a
fucking
break.
dude. Shane's gay. You think
Why?
I'm gay?
Why?
You fucking show me the porn to get me hard, dude.
I made you hard, dude.
You're fucking gay.
That's fucking witchcraft.
If you talk
I
about
fucking
sex-
bitched you, dude.
If you vitched me, if you talk about sex to another guy or show him porn and get them hard, you're fucking gay.
Yeah, if you make another man hard.
Newsflash, dude. If you're bragging about pussy and you make another guy hard, you're gay. Sorry.
True. That is one of the coolest things you've introduced to me. I didn't know that it was gay. Like we'll be talking about sexual things.
Exactly.
And if you're saying something so hot that another guy gets hard, you're the gay one.
You're gay, dude. If I was like, dude, Shane, one time in high school I had same bed sex, me, my boy, 2 chicks. We both
Whoa,
fucked chicks.
dude. See, this is gay. This
It's
is
not
a gay
gay.
high school experience.
Dude,
You
it was
had
fucking, it's an
another
orgy, bro. It's Caligula.
Did you and your boy kiss?
Fuck no.
Did you touch?
No, bro. We fucking switched bays, though.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, but it's gay. If I told you that and you got chubbed up, I'm the gay one.
No, I'm not chubbed up from that.
Well, you're
I'm not
impeded.
chubbed up from multiple men
All right.
in high school.
I'm not, dude, it's not even about the men. It's about the multiple women. You just need a tag team partner, bro.
No, that's gay. What you did was gay. What you did was gay. No, it's not. Yeah, it is.
How?
All those supple boys.
We had no option, dude.
I've been in situations. I mean,
Dude.
All right, there. Yes, finally, I fucking remembered it. The fucking
happening?
Notre Dame story.
What? Oh,
Me and my fucking
man.
dogs. Me and my boys jerking
Dude.
off in the same room.
God.
All right, good.
See, that's
Yeah,
fucking.
that's there.
That's actually gay.
No, that's actually not gay at all.
How?
Because we were jerking off to straight shit.
Together.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. It's not
You
like
never had a little tickle under the bun, dude?
Fuck no. Dude, if fucking
So explain how this went down,
dude, if
please.
fucking Mike Connolly would have tickled me under the covers, I would have beat his bitch ass, dude. Actually, Mike Connolly would have fucking rocked me, dude. Mike Connolly was a monster.
Still.
If Mike Connolly would have tickled me, I would have
So
let it go.
explain this to people because people don't understand what you're talking about.
There was just a group session, dude.
How, dude? What happened? What went down, dude?
Me and the boys got loose on a porno.
Yeah.
Just more than one guy jerking off in a room.
Well, who else was in there?
Oh, no, we're not going to do the whole story.
All right.
We're not going to do the whole story yet. Someday. But no, I'm trying to fucking...
This is a hotel room full of boys.
This is me throwing a fucking life raft, a fucking safety raft down to you.
To me?
To your drowning gay ass.
How? Because you jerked off with your buddies?
Yeah, I'm trying to find something gay I've done.
I've done that
and
too.
I gotta go the whole way back to like 7th grade to be like,
Yeah.
we only had one porn, so we all jerked off in the
I
same
do that
room.
in bunk beds, dude.
Yeah, it's
Well,
the exact
hello.
same thing.
Yeah, exactly. We used to jerk
All
off
right.
with Squiggle Vision, dude. That's how hetero I am. I came up on fucking Squiggle Vision, dude.
I was at the Johnsons' house.
Yeah.
You know the Johnsons? I
think I
I've
do.
introduced you to those boys.
Okay, yeah.
They had Spice Channel.
They had the channel.
Oh,
Dude,
I remember.
pre-internet, that was like having fucking a treasure, like a trove of gold in your
I remember
basement.
my first. I swear to God, I remember getting a boner.
What?
I remember watching it. It's funny, yeah. I remember actually, like, there was a bunch of us in this room.
You talking about first boner or just getting a boner?
I was early enough that I was like,
It was the first dozen,
it
dude.
was the first hard induced boner.
Really?
Yeah, like you would get the NRBs, dude, the no reason bonies. While you're fucking.
Well, you get that before recess.
You get the fucking NRBs
Dude,
at fucking church.
I used to get hard as a rock right before recess.
Really?
As soon as it was about to go on, I'd be like, fuck, and I look up at the clock. I'm like, all right, it's fucking 10:25. We're about to hit recess, baby.
And you would get a bony.
I have a fucking boner in my gym sweatpants,
dude. Dude, I used to get bonies at church.
Did you? Oh, dude, when you
And
kneel
as a
down.
young lad, I was just tall enough to stick the tip of my dick right on the back of the other pew in front of me.
Ooh, wow.
I was set. Yeah.
That's good. I used to fucking sit there and fucking like pendulum my balls and just slap them around.
Dude, you know there's dudes that didn't know about the tuck method?
What?
Yeah, there's dudes that didn't know about that you could just tuck your boner right into the front of your pants.
What the fuck did they do? They just rocked
They just
the fucking.
fucking got caught.
What?
It's all those dudes that got, like, I remember there was a kid that got caught. He had to give a science presentation.
He had a boner?
In high school, he had a boner. And he just fucking took it, dude.
What? He just fucking talked about
He
the
got
periodic
called to
table,
he got
hard as a
called to the
rock.
front of the class.
What?
And he fucking walked up to the front of the class and took his big dick out.
What?
He actually was. I don't know.
He just fucking just showed fucking
Yeah.
suppressed dong.
He was kind of fucked up. I hope he doesn't listen to this.
Whatever, dude. He had a fucking boner. Dude, we used to, in grade school,
He was kind of fucked up. He wasn't like retarded. He was smart.
Yeah.
But there was something fucking off.
clearly, he
Something
fucking walked
weird.
up to the front of the room with a boner,
But he
dude.
just took his boner. Like when
He
she
took it out for real?
No, I'm saying like he fucking
He took it out for a
didn't
spin.
try to hide it.
He took it out for a
The
spin.
teacher called him up to give a presentation, and he looked around the room
Dude.
like he was a firing squad, dude. He just stood back against the wall, just like
And he just showed boner.
he fucking was like, "This is my dick. I have a boner right now. I'm gonna try to give this presentation." And everyone, dude,
That's how you live, dude.
he lived free.
God damn.
That's what he said right before. It was
Holy.
like when Tom Cruise gets shot in Valkyrie. That's how that kid took his boner. He was just like 1,000-year Reich.
We used to do this thing in grade school. We like made up this thing called the Boner Club because I went to Catholic grade school. So like one day
Yeah.
out of the week, you'd wear a sweatsuit, just preparing you for your fucking bleak future. Fucking. So you'd wear like a green and gold sweatsuit, and we would get boners in class. You'd be like, "Yo," and you'd be like, "Got a boner." And people would be like, "Sick."
Yeah.
We convinced this one kid. We're like, "Yo, if you want to be in the Boner Club, dude, you got to get a boner, walk up and get a tissue, and then come back, and you'll be in the club." And as soon as he got in front of the class, we're like, Tommy O'Hara, what's he doing?
Oh, you just named it.
Whatever. He had a fucking hard on, dude. It was fucking
He had a
sixth grade.
bony.
The old Tommy had a little dude, and he pointed it upwards, so it was sticking up. And when you
so
point it up,
funny.
it looks so much smaller.
Yeah.
If you let the dom go south, your boner looks fucking good. If you let it stick up, it's like, what the fuck is that thing?
No.
He was by the tissues. We're like, oh my god, what's he doing? Everyone looked, and he was like, ugh, and just like scuttled back to his fucking seat.
There's a guy named George who fucking jerked off in class.
Every class has one jerker, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But this was like not a weird kid. He was like kind of popular.
Dude,
He was like
of
a
course.
normal dude. He just jerked off during social
He was an
studies.
alpha, of course, dude. He
He
fucking,
fucking
had it
nutted, and then this
Ew.
is what reminded me of
into
it.
his desk.
He nutted and then got up and got tissues during class.
What?
Yeah, power move.
Holy
Ultimate
shit.
power move.
This dude's probably a CEO right now.
Well,
If you jerked off in grade school, you're definitely fucking, well, either you're in jail or you're a CEO right now. There's no middle ground. No middle ground.
he's the CEO of like a mini golf course. In fucking mechanics.
He's probably still ripping them.
Damn, dude, this is one of the hottest casts.
This is a hot
I thought
fucking
we
cast.
could not beat last week, but then tonight is just the ultimate confession, dude.
Dude, every now and
Turns
again.
out you're gay.
It's just, I'm not fucking gay.
Turns out you're very fucking
I'm not
gay.
fucking gay.
Dude, we're going to get on so many more shows now.
That's true. That's true.
You know how respected you're going to be amongst the community now?
I should? What the fuck?
They don't respect us.
Not at all.
Now that they found out you're gay?
They fear us. It's Machiavellian. Now they're going to fear and
They do
respect
fear
us.
us.
They fear us fucking with. They fear
Well,
our wrath.
That's because we're the only ones that can do fucking stand-up around here.
That's true. And
There's
it's
a bunch
like.
of butt fuckers around here.
And it's like you want to flame around on Facebook. It's like I could just devastate. I could just absolutely fight club your whole city, dude. Just like
yeah. And also, when I said we're the only ones that can do stand-up, obviously we're not the only ones.
exactly.
But in Philadelphia, there's probably about 6 of us that can
Yeah.
actually do stand-up.
And in terms of our enemies, dude, it's
No.
like let's get up and swing it, dude.
I mean, total, there's literally 6 people in Philly that
who can
do
rip
stand-up.
it? You can rip
The
it.
rest are a bunch of fucking pedophiles.
Yeah. You think they're touchers?
I think they're touchers, dude.
We got. There's definitely a toucher ring in Philadelphia stand up. We should expose it,
Yeah.
dude. There's a pizza
I'll
gate
tell you
going
what,
on.
it definitely starts at fucking Fit.
Oh, dude, the
Definitely
fit.
starts
Fucking,
at the Improv Theater.
dude, if you're on improv, that's all you're trying to do is get on children's shows, dude.
I watched what's that movie? That Key and Peele fucking
Oh,
improv
fucking Mike
movie?
Birbiglia's movie?
Mike Birbiglia's movie. Oh, dude, you know what's gonna suck?
What?
When we have to answer to all this.
I know, I thought about that before.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
when we're
gay. I'll be
shitting on
like,
people.
I'm fucking gay. Fuck off.
Cause,
You're fucked.
Because shortly in like 3
That
years.
movie, I know, dude. Yeah.
3 years, people are gonna be like, yo, the best comics in the world, who Matt and Shane.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to be like, yeah, Birbiglia, yeah, we did call you
He is, dude. Fuck him. I would tell him that to his face.
would you?
Yes, 100%.
Also, there's somewhat truth to that.
I mean, it's like I don't hate
think
the
we're
guy.
actually gonna be fucking famous.
Well, that too, but I don't. We'll have a small tribe, but I don't fucking hate
have a
that
good
guy.
tribe.
But like that dude, I've said it before. It's like I watch his stand up, and it's like some dude fucking in an office being like,
Yeah, he's a pussy.
I need a woman who likes me for my money, but doesn't understand math. Fucking dork.
Yeah, if you're just a fucking joke writer, you're a fucking. Why don't you fucking actually be funny?
Yo, exactly, dude. There's cowboys and there's cowboys who ride the horses, dude. How about you hop on the fucking horse,
likey,
baby?
dude. I can't believe you jerked off to tranny porn,
Dude.
But I still am fucking. I'm still down with all your shit, dude. But yeah,
I was in the fucking swirls of chaos, dude. What do you
I
want from me?
understand, man. You got caught up. You got caught up in the life of hard sighties.
I went down a fucking rabbit hole, dude. Hard sighties, smoking fucking weed, smoking sativas. That's all roads lead to tranny porn, dude.
Fuck, dude.
God fucking damn it. I had other stuff to talk about, dude. That'll have to wait. Fucking I'll put it on the
think
back
it's gonna
burner.
have to wait until next week.
It just won't be right. We can't copy and paste this together.
You know what? I just want to keep going. I still got a decent
Keep
amount of this
drinking
beer.
your fucking beer.
I'll probably crack another one.
I mean, we
This is a
can
good
talk about you
episode.
jerking off with your buddies, dude.
Me and my buddies jerking off is nothing but
fucking
straight.
playtime, dude.
Nah, that was nothing
That's
gay about
gay.
that. That was nothing
That's
gay.
so gay.
We had one porn.
Would you prefer jerking off by yourself with your buddies?
Way more by myself.
Why?
But with the buddies was sick. With the buddies was nice.
That is a rite of passage, dude.
It was fun, dude.
That's an important hetero rite of
And
passage.
it was all like
because it tests everyone.
It was all right when we were able to come.
By the way, too, it's
That
like
was it.
as soon as you start jerking off, you're basically like a crackhead. 10 years old, and when you jerk,
Oh.
well, I jerked off at 10, but it's like,
I didn't hit it until 7th grade.
all right, so you got a couple years,
7th grade was my first nut.
bro. I was jerking off before I could nut.
I
used to-
mean, I was jerking off, but
I used to pee.
I don't know about that.
I used to jerk off on the toilet and stand up and pee into the bathtub and be like sick, and then fucking go outside and play, dude.
Dude, you are fucked up. You're fucked up.
I would shoot a pee and be like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" I'm fucking ripping a load, dude. I didn't know it was
Man,
pee.
you got older brothers.
And
you
then
end
one
up-
day I finally ripped a load and was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
fuck, dude. This is a
I was
sad
a peer.
experience.
It's not sad. It's a fucking
It's
coming to age
coming
tale.
out sad.
It's coming of age tale.
This is making me feel bad.
Why?
I don't know. Something about you fucking talking about how gay you are.
I'm not fucking gay. Fucking hetero, dude. I love pussy more than all this house combined. I love pussy so much, I fucking exhausted it and had to go to fucking tea porn, dude. Tea time, baby.
I know it's tea time, dude. It's fucking tea time up in here. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I swear
know
to
you
God.
do. I know you do.
I swear to God, dude.
I know you do.
You got a little fucking Arnie Palmy, dude. You had some lemonade.
A little lemonade and iced
You had
tea.
to toss in some tea, dude. I get it. You had an Arnie Palmy
I had
alert.
to only palm you, dude.
Oh, man.
Shat Nation's going to stand up, dude.
I think Shat Nation's going to be pissed that you're
Nah,
gay.
Shat Nation drinks cides, watches questionable porn online.
Shat Nation's going to be so mad that you're gay.
No, they're not, dude. They're gonna hoist me onto their fucking shoulders, dude.
Dude, they're going to fucking tear down your statues like Saddam Hussein.
Maybe, dude. Maybe. It'll have to split. It'll be like Matt's gay podcast. It'll be Shane's secret podcast.
All right, I got to piss. Take
Well, all right,
a
let's take
break,
a break.
or you can whisper into the podcast
No,
and
dude.
tell them gay shit.
Dude, that video, dude, Whisper JOI. I watched that. Shane made me watch that. Now I'm a rock solid. Yes.
Oh, no, dude.
We're back.
Now gay Matt is doing drugs.
I'm not fucking doing drugs. That's what gay people do, dude. We do drugs.
What do you mean we?
I'm kidding. I'm not gay. I was actually smoking a high CBD strain.
Really?
Not to be confused with a sativa. No.
Dude, that's sick. You blaze cron.
I love blazing crown.
That's one thing that I am disappointed in myself at.
What?
I fucking am so gay about smoking weed.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't just like force yourself. Did I tell you how I started smoking weed?
No.
Dude, literally, I just graduated 8th grade, and I was on the Ocean City Boardwalk, and I'm not making this
All right,
up.
I'm going to finish this beer.
Go ahead.
And we're done.
Dude, this is what happened to me. Pretty much, you can call it fate, whatever. The day I started
A
smoking weed.
tranny gave you weed.
Close.
Really?
No, fucking Jesus Christ, dude. I was fucking in 8th grade. Good God. I had some of my innocence still. Actually, I lost a lot of my innocence, but I was sitting on the boardwalk. 2 hot older chicks came up to me and they're like, "Hey, do you want to smoke weed with us?" I instantly, if they had been fucking crack, I'd have been like, "Yes."
I smoked weed in 5th grade.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's sick.
I smoked weed young.
See,
But I never inhaled it.
I smoked weed in 8th grade. 2 hot chicks on the boardwalk, and then
6th grade.
literally, that's fucking awesome. Their mom came up and picked them up, and they just left me, and I was just like, "Well, I guess I smoke weed now. Fuck, this is sweet."
Yeah?
Ever since 8th grade, yeah.
Those 2 hot chicks.
Or
dude.
9th grade. Ever since
Yo.
9th grade.
How, dude? Do you remember the days when older chicks were hot? How fucking sick that was,
Dude.
How fucking
Yes.
sick was it when older chicks were hot?
Dude, it was the best. Literally,
It was
are
the
you
best.
talking like cougar status or like when you were in 6th grade
Fuck
and 8th
cougars.
graders?
I'm talking about
Yes,
when you were in like
cougars,
5th grade
by the
and like
way,
a bunch
cougars,
of 8th graders.
Ugh,
Yeah, dude. Last thing I need is some
ugh.
sag-titted fucking nasty bitch coming up. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, when I was in 6th grade, there was obviously hot 8th graders. I was chilling in the auditorium.
Dude, 8th graders might be the hottest. 8th graders might be the hottest grade.
That's literally the pinnacle of your boner. When you're in 6th grade, and what happened,
grade.
I was sitting down in like the auditorium. It was like the gymnasium floor, and I was sitting on, you're sitting on the floor. You have to put your hands out to hold you up. This fucking 8th grader laid down and rested her tit on the back of my hand.
Lights out.
Never got harder. That's been the pinnacle of my boner, dude. I've been chasing that dragon, dude.
All right, I'll give you this one.
Let's have
in
it.
8th grade, my bae sat next to me in at St. Joe's Elementary School,
All right.
and
Boner factory.
Boner Factory in Mechanicsburg. They're fucking cranking them out. Also, if you go to public school, you're a poor bitch.
100%, dude. You're a fucking savage.
Goth, poor fucking loser. Seriously, dude. If you're a fucking bitch ass puppy, you fucking suck.
It's not even just that. It's like if your parents don't pay for Catholic school, they kind of hate you. But
True.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, very true.
Yeah,
First off, if your parents aren't Catholic, your parents are fucking gay. Your parents are jerking off to tranny porn.
I got to go back to church. I got to light a candle for myself, dude.
I'm gonna start
Please.
praying to Saint Ignatius again.
Dude, you know it helps me.
Saint Ignatius is the patron saint of pulling out.
Patron saint of
tranny.
pulling you out of that,
He's also
dude.
the patron saint of not watching tranny porn.
100%. He's a patron saint of sexual chastity.
You ever wonder when the Wi-Fi slows down a little bit while you're trying to search for your little tranny porn?
I get so scared.
That's Saint
Dude.
Ignatius.
Did I ever tell you my dream I had recently?
No, what?
I had a dream about this is fucking really weird.
All right.
I had a dream recently.
Oh, fuck, dude. Are you sure you want to say it?
Yeah,
'Cause I don't know
it's
if I
fine.
wanna hear
It's
it.
fine. It's not that bad.
Can I hear
It's
it?
just weird. Yeah, it's just weird.
Am I still going to love you?
So I'm telling, yes, 100%.
All right.
I have a weird thing about. I'm like, I have to stop watching porn. I feel even if I can watch 2 lesbians making out. I'm like, I gotta stop watching porn. I had a dream the other night that it was the devil who was just watching me watch porn, and it looked just like John C. Reilly, and it was like an evil John C. Reilly with a goatee, just watching me. I couldn't watch porn for like 4 days. I would start jerking off, and I would see this fucking John C. Reilly just sitting there watching me, and I was like, dude, I gotta stop jerking off forever. The devil's watching me. That's what happens. You go to Catholic school, you get some sick stuff in your head, dude.
I don't know if that's Catholic school, dude.
Dude,
I went to Catholic school. I don't have fucking John C. Reilly
He's-
watching me jerk off.
He's gonna get you now.
No, he's not.
I was in a night. It was a nightmare, dude. It was like a John C. Reilly type laying on his stomach, just watching me. I was like, dude, what the fuck? This is the devil. And I just, dude, for like 5 days, I couldn't crank it out.
Is this true?
Dude, that was a true dream I had. I swear to God.
Ah, man.
I have vivid dreams.
Dude, I dream
I saw the devil in my dream. He was delighted. I was
I
jerking
dream
off.
about like tornadoes.
Dude, I dream about like shooting people, the devil. My dreams are fucked up.
Yeah, man. You gotta we might have to bleep out the part about shooting people.
I have dreams about shooting people, dude. It's a
All
dream.
right, take it easy.
That's whatever.
What was I talking about? How hot this lady was?
Oh,
that
yeah.
sat-
Let's have it, dude.
She was also my first kiss.
Dude,
5th grade, she was my first
that's
kiss.
like Duracell battery hard.
Oh.
Like you can't get harder than
So
that.
5th grade, she was my first kiss. 8th grade, she was my first beach, dude.
What, in 8th grade?
Yep.
Dude, you were a fucking dynamo.
Yeah, I've always been a very charismatic, almost political figure my entire life.
How does an 8th grade beach go down?
Pretty much me and 2 of my other friends in a room, like, hey, which one of our dicks are you going to suck? And she was like, I'll suck his dick. And we were like, all right, perfect.
God damn, dude.
My other 2 friends high-fived me, went downstairs. Then I got my dick sucked for a half hour because I'm pretty bad at coming off beaches.
True. And that, dude, at 8th grade, that's a
there
total...
was a lot of stress. There was a lot of stress.
Shout out to your friends for being good sports about that, too.
Good dogs.
boys. They're great,
If she would have chosen the other boys, I would have
High-fived. You guys just sat there and were like, blow us. And she's like, I choose you. You were like the
me and my
Pokemon
friends-
of blowjobs,
Me
dude.
and my friends had a very, we were heavily influenced by the Diplomats, the rappers.
Like Cameron and fucking Jewels.
We were very brutal.
So you guys shared hose.
We did share hose, and we were also very brutal towards women.
Dude, that's...
We wouldn't like hit them or anything.
No,
we were
no, no.
always, we were just like, hey, if you're gonna fuck me, you gotta fuck the
You
whole.
gotta suck the crew, dude.
You gotta get the whole squad in there.
God damn, dude. You're getting crew love like that?
We actually did have crew love.
Holy shit.
I mean, I told you my first hand job was crew love. My first fingering was crew love.
God damn,
Yeah,
dude.
we had crew love. We all jerked off together.
My first fingering, dude. I fingered my Mexican girlfriend in the farmer's market parking lot.
Well, that's fucking cool.
7th grade, it was my
You
Mexican
fingered a
girlfriend.
Mexican?
In the farmer's market parking lot. And then I tried not to wash my hands for as long. I let my brother smell my fingers. He's like, I don't believe you. And I was like, bro. And he was like, damn, dude. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Older or younger?
My older, bro. One of them. There's 2 of them. You'll never You'll never guess who.
Was he honest? He wasn't
I
honest.
won't say. I fucking plead the 5th. But yeah, dude, if you fingered, dude, you didn't wash your hands.
Dude, my 8th grade bae and I,
Dude, that's sick. She chose you.
that was sick.
How did you even fucking do anything past that? I'd be like, well, I did it.
After that, I was on to just balling out, being the best I could be.
You had to.
I just after that, I focused squarely on football and became a Division I monster.
That's what pushed you ahead.
That 8th grade beach.
That I choose you
Pushed
fucking
me.
Ash Ketchum blowjob, dude.
Yep. Actually, one of the other guys who was in that room went Division I for wide receiver.
He probably
were
didn't get picked and worked harder.
There were 2 D1 athletes that she had to choose from.
That's a tough choice.
That's incredible.
Who do you blow?
Not a lot of 8th grade ladies are forced with that choice.
Which D1 athlete do I fucking suck off of my parents'
Which
half-finished
8th
basement?
grade? Oh god.
Dude, my first like meanderings with sniz were like
Oh god, dude.
it'd be like a 7th grade fucking boy-girl party, which is like that was a big deal, and like I'd be like tucked away near like an HVAC unit and utility closet, like this is the shit.
It was the shit, dude.
Yeah,
it was the
dude.
coolest thing in the world.
Put me in a utility closet now. Let me finger someone, dude. I'd pay $500.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
I'd
sick.
work for a week and be like, here's all my money from 40 hours of work. Let me finger someone in someone's parents' basement for 5 minutes.
Let me fuck somebody hiding in somebody's
Please.
basement.
Please.
Dude, you and me should just fucking make out right now. Ew, dude, you're so
You're
gay.
gay, dude. I'm
You're
not
so
gay.
gay.
I'm not fucking gay.
Oh my god, dude.
Shane
this
is
podcast,
constantly coming on to
the
me,
secret
dude.
podcast
Dude, it
definitely ends
literally-
up with you.
What
trying
if
to
this
fucking-
whole podcast culminated in a gay sex tape on my air mattress? Me and Shane breaking an air mattress.
If we fucking let the microphones go, so it was like, oh yeah, fuck
Fuck my ass. Fuck my ass. God damn. Oh my god.
Oh
dude.
my god, dude.
This is the gayest podcast.
Dude, it turns out you're gay.
I'm not fucking gay.
There's
You're
nothing
gay.
wrong with
You just
being
told me you
gay.
wanted to fuck me.
No, you tried to fuck me, dude.
Want to jerk off
You
the
tried
trannies together?
No. Dude, you tried to roofie. Wait, what did you say?
I didn't want to jerk off the trannies together.
No, dude. Ew, that's disgusting. You
We should
jerked
just
off.
share a room, dude.
I'm cool with sharing a room. I don't
just-
give a fuck.
All right, well,
I mean, unless you rape me, we're good.
it'll totally be consensual, dude. I'll seduce the
Dude,
fuck out of you.
There's no way you could seduce me. I've seen you nude. I've seen everything.
That's true.
You cannot seduce
Oh,
me.
this isn't helping the cows, dude.
What?
This isn't helping the cause.
You look good nude.
Thank you.
If I was into jacked hairless, hot men.
Well, thank you. Damn, dude, it's fucking sick. You call me jacked.
Yeah, dude, you look good.
Where the
You're
fuck?
fucking
Where
thick
are we
bull.
at? Where are we at on this crazy thing called the
Alright.
fucking podcast? Dude?
No, dude. Here's the thing.
What?
We could cut it, or we could just let it ride. The listeners love it.
I know, dude. I'm not in a rush.
They
I'm chilling.
they always want to keep this thing rolling.
Just keep it fucking rolling, bro. What else was I talking about?
Probably something gay.
Fuck you, dude. Let's fucking wrestle right now.
Dude.
Take off that fleece, dude.
I'm not wearing a fleece, dude.
I'm gonna cover myself in coconut oil, dude. I'll escape any fucking grip, dude. Any chokehold, dude. Dude, there was something about dudes wrestling that literally makes me laugh just forever.
Yeah, because it's gay.
I know, but it's so fucking funny.
They're always like jacked retards. They're all dumb as fuck.
Wrestling is gay,
You are
dude.
dumb?
Wrestling simulated sex.
You're in a leotard and you're dumb.
Yeah.
And, jeez, dude.
Even something about just two dudes like drunk and wrestling, there's something slightly gay about that. It's like, let's see who's stronger. It's like, yeah, you guys are trying to rub your bodies on each other. It's fine.
No. No, I'm down for some wrestling.
Yeah, you know.
I'm down for some
I'm talking
wrestling.
about on a deep level of that.
I like wrestling.
When the dude is like, all right, you won. That's kind of like your dick in their ass.
I like wrestling my pals.
Me too. But I'm gay.
I bet you
so
do.
are you.
I bet you might. Damn, dude. That's crazy you're gay.
I'm not fucking gay. Dude. I'm so fucking hetero. Like, I exhausted the internet of just, I've seen every porn. And I was like, well, what else you got? And I was like, all right, they got tits and a dick. Bring it on, whatever.
You
Fine,
exhausted it and you were like, what else you got? How about gay porn?
It's not gay, dude.
I'll
Gay
come-
porn is two guys fucking. I would never watch that. A fucking.
All right, you got some pretty valid points that the dudes you were jerking off to looked like ladies. I'll give you that. Like, you like ladies. You clearly like ladies.
I love ladies, dude. If you fucking cough deep, or you got some like baseball shortstop arms, I'm tapping out.
yeah.
If you got fat tits and you fly a rope up in the air, I'm staying away. But I can appreciate that. A fat fucking ass, dude. My thing is like fat tits.
Are you showing
fat,
your ass right now? Are you fucked up?
I'm not showing my ass.
All right.
Fat tits, fat ass, pretty face. You got most of the package. You got a bird? God damn it. All right, fucking, I'll deal with it.
You deal with a bird?
On a fucking internet search? Yeah.
Birds are pretty tough.
Now,
to-
bird in real life, I don't want to like smell a bird or have a bird fucking shoot come on me, dude. I don't fucking want that. But on the internet, we're in virtual reality, dude. What, Shane? You asked for this, dude. You wanted this to go longer.
the
We could've
fucking-
wrapped it up. What?
Fucking nonchalant discussion about getting cummed on.
I don't want to get gummed on. That's what I'm saying.
It was very
I'm talking
nonchalant.
about I have a safe space, dude. It's the internet.
So you're gay online.
No, I'm not. I'm not fucking gay online.
So you're like all of us when AOL chat rooms were invented. You're gay on the internet.
How are you? Were you gay on AOL?
Yeah, you'd go into like lesbian chat rooms and be like, hey, I'm
Okay,
gay.
first of all, that's not gay. That's to talk to lesbians, which is heterosexual as fuck.
All right. Anyway, back to you being gay
I'm
online.
not fucking gay.
Dude, your fucking boss is going to fire you for this.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he
He'll
is.
fucking high five me. Be like, nice.
You think? Mm-hmm. Fucking Mackenzie. Are you sure
Mackenzie?
you're going to fucking high five him?
Yeah, he'll fucking like me. Dude,
All right.
I work in construction. They house felons, sexual deviants.
Trainee porn jerk offers?
Dude, exactly. It's like being a trucker.
wonder-
Yo, listen to this.
All right.
Every trucker does something gay in their lives, dude. You get out on a fucking road in Nebraska. You stop. There's a fucking little boy who needs a ride. You just get out of here.
Ew,
Shit,
dude.
you fucking throw him off the Grand Canyon. You continue trucking, dude.
You think the Grand Canyon's in Nebraska?
That's what the Grand Canyon's for, dude. People dug that. Was man-made. That was for truckers, dude. You're in the fucking lot, and some little tweaker comes up, and you're like, "Get in this truck, boy." And you're like, "You faggot!" And you throw him off the Grand Canyon, dude.
The Grand Canyon was man-made
It
to
was
throw gay
excavated.
boys.
It was, dude. Mount Rushmore. It's all the Illuminati. Mount Rushmore looks over to the Grand Canyon. The founding fathers, dude. It's all connected, dude. The eye. Think about the eye on the dollar bill. Hello. Wake up.
That dollar bill is looking over all of us.
That's Washington's eye, dude, peeking out of a fucking rear view window of a tractor trailer. Truckers are fucking gay.
Truckers are definitely picking up boys to suck their dicks and toss them into the canyon,
Yeah,
dude.
you find some Montana meth head, dude, and you fucking chuck him in the canyon, dude.
Dude,
Or you strap him to a donkey and you're like, ride it to the bottom. Fucking get out of here.
So the bottom of the Grand Canyon is just filled with gay men.
Lost tweakers, dude. It's just lost Boys Town tweakers, dude. It's like, can you get me back to 13th and Spruce? And it's like, dude, I don't know how to get there via donkey. Should have sucked that trucker's dick, dude.
Yeah, dude. Now you're on the back of a burro headed to the bottom of the Colorado River.
People throwing pennies on you from the top. Good God. But yeah, that's basically the fucking...
All right. I got one more.
Crack a fucking beer, dude.
Damn, dude, I got the whole six-pack down.
Dude, I fucking drank... This is a record-breaking amount of cities.
This is a record.
We're going to have to go to rehab, dude. Episode 35 is going to be like Cidy rehab,
This
fucking
is a
Pabst rehab,
six-pack of PBR poundies.
high fucking
for the
sativa.
whole
Dude,
cast.
I'm going to go to rehab for fucking tranny porn, cities, and high sativa, dude. They're going to be like, dude, you love weed and fucking cidy porn.
Sighty porn, dude.
Cidy porn would be sick.
Sighty porn would just be, man.
It'd be
Dude,
fucking the hottest
I
chicks.
swear to God.
There's smoking porn. There's such thing.
Yeah, I know
Girls
about
smoke
that.
cigarettes. I don't like
Yeah.
that. That's one thing, dude.
I don't like it either.
Ugh.
I don't like cigarettes. I don't like the. I have been
My
smoking
thing-
cigarettes lately.
See, dude, my thing is I'd rather have a girl have a dick than smoke a cigarette.
That's a fucking quick way to get tossed into the canyon, dude. You talk that way.
You think there's not a bunch of trucking trannies in the canyon, dude? I'm a fucking trucker.
You're not a trucker.
I drove my Civic all the way to the canyon. I was like, get out of here. Fucking.
Oh man, that's sick, dude. You're definitely allowed to say.
It's dude, so freeing that I can
Now
say.
that you're allowed to say.
Dude, oh my, it just rolls off my tongue now. It's mine.
You've appropriated the word.
Please
due
don't
to
say
you.
the F word around me, Shane. I'm gonna write a status right now and be like, what is it about like white male comedians who think they can just say what, dude? Who could say anything to me?
No
I
one.
am the gayborhood, dude.
Yeah, dude. Now that you've cummed to other men coming, you're definitely.
Dude, they're fucking women, dude.
No, they're gay.
If you have fucking
You're
tits and a fucking ample rump, you're a girl, dude. And a fucking pretty face and not fucking tons of baseball veins in your forearms. Like a bunch of fucking the big unit fucking Randy Johnson veins in your arm, dude. Party's on. Good God, dude.
Bunch of Randy Johnson veins.
Randy Johnson, that's when I noticed.
Party's on.
When I noticed that when I was like in 5th grade, I was playing baseball in the outfield, and I was like, dude, I had veins in my forearm, and I had veins in my hand, and I was like, I thought it was from playing baseball. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Baseball's the
Remember
shit.
that, dude, when the veins stuck out of your hand?
Yeah, of course.
I had like fat girl hands for a while, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
the veins came out, and I was like, fuck
I remember
yeah,
when I
dude.
got calf muscles for the first time.
Dude,
I was just like,
life changing.
I'm fucking jacked.
Dude, veins, calf muscles, pubes, life changing.
I remember when I had armpit hair for the first time.
Wow.
You know what was sick about having older sisters?
What?
Older sisters' friends.
I know. I was jealous of that forever.
So sick, dude.
You know what's sick though about having little sisters? When you become
Little
31,
sister friends,
little sisters
dude.
friends.
Little sister friends are fucking sick.
But dude, imagine fucking. Oh my, dude,
Ew, dude, little sister friends are probably so hot.
they become. It's like fine wine,
probably
dude.
absurd.
As the years go on, dude, they become greater. They're always hotter for the rest of your life, dude. Get this. I have a fucked up story about older sisters, but I don't have any older
Sister
sisters.
friends when you're a young boy are the best thing in the world.
You know, I said that the whole thing about like getting a like that's
and
the hardest.
also, every
That's
once
the
in a while you
hardest.
hook
boner.
up with them.
Good God. They practice sex stuff on you. Good God.
It's cool.
Dude, my friend absolutely won't name this guy. I have a friend who his friend has a super hot sister. This is a real story he told me in high school.
All right.
His friend has a super hot sister. Right?
Hold on. Before you tell me this,
What?
does this podcast fucking stink?
No, dude, 100%.
All right,
Don't.
all right. I can't tell if
That's
we're
the
just...
Dark Goblin, dude, riding your fucking
The
back.
Dark Goblin
This
is...
is groundbreaking, dude.
All right, good. Go ahead.
So,
So you have a hot...
This friend. Well, no, I don't have a hot
he's a
friend.
hot
You're
guy.
fucking gay. So fucking this
the hot
dude I
guy
knew.
you're talking about?
This dude I knew from high school had.
He's super hot that you're talking
He's
about.
he's a hot fucking.
How's his dick?
Probably pretty big.
Probably
He's an
or
Italian.
definitely. Have you seen it?
He's an Italian. I haven't never seen it.
Italians don't necessarily have.
He used to brag. Every Italian's like, my fucking cousin.
Yeah. North
Maybe
or South Italian.
He probably had fucking
That's the difference.
hurt bird. Anyway, though, but this is a sick. This is the
All right,
ultimate power move. So his friend, who had a hot sister, stole his T-shirt. So he's like, "Give me my T-shirt. I know you took it." Blah 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 blah. So he goes to this guy's house. Finally, goes through his like downstairs family laundry. This dude had, now mind you, this dude has a hot sister. Grabs a pair of his sister's panties out of the laundry.
Oh.
So he's like, naturally, I sniff him, pop in my pocket. He's like, sick. Find my T-shirt. I go upstairs. I'm like, you fucking asshole, you have my T-shirt. And he's like, ha ha ha. The dude I knew was like, yo, I just fucked this chick last night. She left her panties at my house. He's like, let me see him. He's like, here, take a whiff. This dude smelled his sister's panties and went, oh, dude, that's fucking heavenly. And the kid put him in his pocket and never told him his whole fucking life.
Oh my god. Dude, that's like the most horrific thing I've ever heard.
Hey, you shouldn't steal fucking T-shirts, dude.
Seriously.
Especially if you have hot sisters. And don't let people into your fucking family laundry if you have hot sisters.
Oh, it's so horrific.
How fucking savage is that?
That's like the meanest
This kid
thing.
never told anyone. He's like, dude, he told me about it. And he's like, I never told that kid and never will.
It's like punishable by death.
Is it though? Should you
Dude,
steal your friend's T-shirt?
Fucking somebody tricked me into smelling my fucking...
And
dude.
you loved them, dude.
Dude, that's fucking... Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's
That is
criminal.
fucked up. It's fucked up.
It's criminal.
However, I can appreciate the fucking guile behind it.
The art to destroy your fellow man.
That's like the Ocean's 11, dude, of fucking
That is the Ocean's
crushing
11
your
of
friends.
destroying your enemies.
That's hilarious.
I never
dude.
destroyed an enemy like that.
That's not even an enemy. That's some guy who it was like a Jesus is my homeboy T-shirt, and he was like, give me my fucking T-shirt back. Good God, dude.
All right. Well, I still got a full beer.
Chuck it.
We should probably fucking continue on this journey.
Yeah, dude, we're fucking looking
Let it
good.
fucking ride, dude. Here's the thing. We've been getting a bunch of downloads.
Yeah.
Everybody's very excited about the
Yeah.
podcast.
And if you tap out, tap the fuck out
Yeah,
and get
tap
off.
the fuck out. Also, just listen to it because it's going to be another week until you get the next dosage.
We'll be at 3 hours.
We'll be at 3 hours.
I mean, no, we're at a minute. We're at an hour 18. But
Oh, you think we're going to get
episode
to
300? We're gonna have Rogan podcast.
Rogan levels?
We're
Of
gonna have fucking Graham Hancock, dude, being like, the pyramids were built.
No, I don't think we're ever going to reach. Well, although you have tapped into a new.
The geese.
Now that you're gay,
I'm not fucking gay, dude. I'm hetero plus.
I gotta be honest.
That's
bud.
that's the tag, dude. I'm hetero plus, dude. I'm so fucking hetero, dude. Every now and again, dude, I've exhausted porn searches so many times. So I gotta unplug my fridge. It's fucking loud as shit.
I thought you were reaching for something. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, dude.
Matt was just reaching behind his mini fridge.
I was about to pull out like a fucking 11-inch dildo.
You were gonna break something out that I was just like, oh man,
And this is my fucking dildo.
dude.
What?
You ever get anything in your butt? Ah, fuck,
had it-
dude.
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
like that.
Well, I had an exploratory finger from a girl that I
All right, that's it. That's
I tapped
it?
out.
That's it?
Swear to God.
All right, cool.
Tapped
cool.
out 'cause it
I
was-
think we discussed this.
We talked about this. It was too intense, and again, too many vices. You don't need my fucking.
You ever kiss a man?
No.
All right, but you're not gay.
I've told you I'm not
You
fucking
just
gay.
jerked
Dude.
off to men coming online.
It's fucking ladyboys, dude. Think about it, dude.
I got you.
Channel that old Asian man, dude.
I got you. Ladyboys, dude. It's a
He would have, dude. Right now, I'd be a copper mine millionaire, dude. If I'd been there that night, I'd have been like, "Yeah, dude, here's all my money. Bring on
Dude,
those fucking LBs, baby."
It's a fucking tale as old as time, dude. Socrates was jerking off little boys. All those guys.
Was he?
All the fucking great philosophers sucked a boy's dick once in a while.
Well,
There's nothing wrong with it.
you got it, dude.
They all did.
You gotta fucking suck a bird,
Now
dude.
here we are.
You gotta suck a bird to unlock the next level, dude.
Ah, man. Just thought of sucking bird. Anyway, now here you and I are unlocking
Making history again, dude.
all of the world's ills.
Dude, every week it's just like, what are we gonna do? Oh, here's
don't
this
know.
thing. Here's this thing off the top of our heads. Blah, blah,
I know.
blah.
How is this? Better than all your fucking dog shit? Yeah. That's what
Whatever,
we do.
dude. That's what we do, dude.
Damn. The end of this is just going to be you and me drunk rambling.
Well, that's kind of what the last probably 20 minutes were.
It's pretty sick. All right. Was
Sick.
it all that bad?
No, it was good. We're an hour and 20 minutes, dude. We can
I've
close this
never,
baby
I've
up.
never been. Usually I get a pounder when we do a night cast, which
Yeah.
has been the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I never drink the whole thing during the.
A whole pounder?
No, I mean the whole 6-pack of PBR pounders.
Dude, I'm telling you, we're fucking slipping into fucking total just oblivion.
This is
total
darkness.
oblivion. Yeah. We're fucking, dude, we have a lot of pressure on us. Of course we're going to turn to drugs and alcohol and fucking weird porn, dude. We're fucking, of course we are. We're entertainers. Of course we are, dude. We have no choice but to fall to vice.
All right,
This
true.
is before the behind the music. We're MC Hammer in our prime, dude. We're about to go down, dude. This is nothing. We've hit our pinnacle, and now we're
hit our peak.
oh, dude. Now we're sliding down in a total fucking just oblivion,
Dude.
You're probably like Vanilla Ice. I'm MC Hammer. We're just about the bottoms. About the wheels are falling off of this thing.
Oh man. Just sat back.
We're back.
Oh, we're back right now.
We're back in, baby.
Oh wow, we're right back.
Wow.
I was up there peeing. What were you guys talking about?
Talking about dating, dude. How sick my game used to be.
Really?
He asked. He's like, "Did you do like did you go up and like approach people?" And I was like, "I tried, but I was pretty fucking bad." Like I had all kinds of like sick schemes where I go up and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And like talk for 4 minutes, and there'd be silence, and I would just be like, and just hang out there for 2 minutes and just like look at her like,
my God.
"We're still a thing, right? This is still going on." Eventually, she'd leave, and I'd be like, "Fuck."
I think you have to be a fucking idiot to be able to approach people
Yeah,
like that.
maybe.
I think you have to either be a sociopath that's like, I'm smart enough to manipulate this conversation, or you
Yeah.
have to be dumb and be like, "What's up? Oh, hey."
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Well, I think like you want to develop that because what I was saying to Matt was like it's a numbers game, right? To most of it, it's like if you got to put yourself out there a lot, and then you get somebody.
You see what happens? That's a nice way of putting it.
But it's just hard to do that because you do have to like either adopt the mentality of a sociopath or like not let reality hit you. You know, it's like if
Yeah.
you do something 10 times it doesn't work. Typically, you'd be
Dude.
like, "Oh, this
you
is not
gotta
gonna work."
you gotta put your dick out there, dude.
Speaking of sociopaths,
Yeah.
there's a guy on the main board.
Uh-huh.
His name's Don't Hate Me, Bro. He's the fucking man. He likes Notre Dame. He's a friend of the podcast. His Tinder game is otherworldly. I've never seen anything like it. And he posts some of the fucking conversations on there.
Jesus Christ.
Like he'll screenshot some of the fucking conversations. It's crazy. He gets
What's he
the
saying?
hottest fucking chicks with like, and he's smart. So he's like clearly just manipulating people. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like he'll post a GIF in response and like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
fucking wild.
There's when you online date, have you got into online dating?
Yeah.
Dude, it gets like
Shout out, Don't Hate Me, Bro.
yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It gets weird. Like you'll find yourself on like your 6th date with someone with like a different person, and like they'll say something, and you're like, I knew you were gonna say that. Here's my response for this. And you're like, oh, you laughed. I knew you'd laugh at this. And then, dude, it gets real weird where you start hitting like almost stock lines,
Ugh. Yeah.
and you know like, all right, this is gonna make you react this way, and it's fucking. It gets fucking weird.
And there's other guys on there because it's a message board talking to him like, what should I say to this?
Yeah.
What should I say to this? And he has like stock lines. Not necessarily stock, but he's got a sense of humor that relates to women.
Right.
So like he'll say a joke that like negging kind of like he'll hit somebody up and be like, look, I don't give a fuck about going on dates. I'm not that guy. But if you want to get fucked, and like he'll say something like that and it works.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I believe it, dude.
It's like hot fucking chicks.
Damn.
Anyway. Yeah, that's the dating world.
Different world, yeah.
I'm way out of it.
All I do
I'm so glad
when I
I'm
go
out
on
of it.
online dating, dude, my first message is just "Daddy's home." Daddy's home.
How's that go? Yeah, whoever you get with
Come
that,
to Daddy, dude.
that's not the lure you want. That's you're hunting. You're fucking fishing for flounders with that thing, dude. That's a bottom feeder fucking lure right there. Yeah, that's.
I did notice though in the current climate, I've encountered a lot of girls who like want to be roughed up while they're having sex.
I'm gonna get choked. They wanna do
Choked,
that.
slapped,
Well, I'm
called
sure.
called a whore,
You know what? You know what's
a
interesting?
fucking
I'm
whore.
sure they,
That's what they want to be called.
I'm sure because there's such
It's weird.
like this.
I can't do that.
There's such a strong push to be like sex positive.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of these girls feel obligated to be like, choke me. Like I'm in command in the bedroom. Like, fucking,
No,
I
dude.
love this. And it's like,
That's what I thought, but they're like, no, seriously, slap me. I'm like, okay.
well, no, that's what I mean. Like, they're promiscuous. They're very fucking wild. They're down for whatever. I bet. I don't know. There's been a recent surge of like female sex positive shit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So like, I'm sure a lot of girls are out there that are like,
Saying they have orgasms.
I'm
and
one
stuff.
of these girls. I'm on Broad City. It's
Maybe.
like fucking, I love getting choked.
I don't know, dude. I could see what you're saying, but I'm like, I think chicks like to be fucking wrestled around, dude.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
kind of weird. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm a gentle love maker.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't like all the rough stuff.
I've heard you make love, dude. There sounded nothing gentle about it.
You said I was a ruffian, dude.
Shout, dude.
That's true.
I've heard your fucking guttural
Well, that's
love
just passion, dude. You've heard me.
Every time Matt leaves the bedroom, I sit there like Forrest Gump on the stoop. he's like, your mama sure does love your education.
Yeah, but be on the lookout for that, man. I'm telling you.
Anyway, so Steve's here to interpret
Yeah.
for me and Matt. Me and Matt, we got under. We've always had scrutiny of people being like, "You guys are alt-right,"
Yeah.
and we're not. It's really I don't. That's one thing I've never understood throughout this is how people don't get that we're not alt-right.
Yeah. I'm a classic.
Steve,
I'm a
you
classic
listen to-
British liberal. That's what
You
I
are,
am.
dude.
So that's what I am.
You're a classic.
And Antifa.
And I'm an Antifa too.
You are very.
I just like the sticks and stuff, dude.
You just like hitting people with sticks.
Yeah. I'm wearing a bandana on my face.
You should go to like Indonesia or something. That's like a punishment, dude. You just hit people with sticks.
That'd be tight.
Yeah, you should be a fucking North Korean fucking or a Saudi Arabian.
Yeah, but I could
Executioner.
also have an iPhone, just do that here on the weekends and be like, man did it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you could just hit a white guy in the face and be like, he was a fucking Nazi.
Dude. Steve, explain Antifa.
Well, I
is it?
guess I mean, like, if I was gonna, if you're saying like interpret, I think like the main issue is criticism, whether or not you're allowed to criticize ideas or not. And so, like, from both ends of the political spectrum, from like, you can have the people who. This comes from Jonathan Rauch's book, Kindly Inquisitors, which I can't recommend enough.
Check it out.
I will say that. I'm going to cut you off. Steve does a good job of citing whatever the fuck he's saying.
Yup.
Well, because I'm
Always,
an
dude.
idiot. Because I like, if you get me slightly out of the narrow band of something that I've read, I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. They're not my ideas.
We should back them up, yeah.
No, it's good, and it makes you sound
fuck
smarter.
That. If I read a book, dude, that's mine now.
Oh, dude, fucking
That's mine, dude.
What's
I
that
made
called? A Billion Wicked
A
Thoughts.
Billion Wicked Thoughts.
That's Matt's.
That's my
Matt's,
book, dude.
That's
okay,
Matt's
all right,
fucking.
Authors are like Ogie Nogi and Matt McCusker, dude.
Matt is fucking ISIS, and that's his Quran, dude. Fucking Billion Wicked Thoughts is fucking Sharia law to Matt, dude. He's beheading anybody
Watch
that doesn't
those-
think dicks plunge.
Watch
cum.
those plungers, dude.
All right, sorry, Steve.
on.
Explain
well,
Antifa.
no, I mean, so if let me just try it this way, and then you can tell me if this sucks. But if our goal is to make progress as a culture,
Yeah.
which is like the key, right? We need to make progress. We can't be stagnant because then we die, which sounds crazy, but that's true.
No,
A problem comes and you're like, I don't know what to do, and then you're dead.
it's how empires fall.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we need to make progress, and the way in which we make progress is through this simple method of trial and error correction. But that sounds simple, but there's this important facet to it, which is like it's dependent on criticism. So here's why criticism matters. Let's say I tell you the statement, all swans are white. Okay, can I ever prove that completely true? No, because I may not have seen every single swan that exists. I mean, what? Should I keep going?
No,
Yeah, please.
This is perfect. I just thought of a funny swan story.
Do it, please, God.
Please,
All right,
God.
there were two swans at Millersville in this pond in the middle of, like, by the dorms. They had a pond, and there were two swans, and they were like Millersville's. I forget what their names were. It was like black and yellow, not black and yellow, but like something. They were named after the school, and they were like mascots, unofficial mascots. And somebody got fucked up and beheaded one of them, and just left it there.
They painted two swans?
No, the swans were like named like
Oh, black-
Marauder and fucking
Gotcha.
Millie.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Someone cut their fucking head off?
like I would assume a fucking Muslim broke in there. Fucking one of those. They committed a sin. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I thought it was really funny to kill an animal for a school.
That's pretty funny.
Well, I think it's sad. But okay, so if I say all swans are white, can I ever prove that certainly true? No, because I may not have seen every single swan. I certainly don't know that every swan born in the future will be white. But if I tell you all swans are white, and then we observe just one black swan, then we know for a fact that not all swans are white.
But
So
the black swan's faster.
Of course.
Shane.
Quick twitch. or
Matt
whatever.
is racist.
So the key there, though, is that we can definitely prove things false. We can't necessarily prove things true. So that's how we separate good ideas from bad ideas. We start out with a problem, we come up with all these different ideas to solve it, and then we systematically go through and try to prove our ideas false. And we do that through criticism. It can either be like argument, or it can be peer review or whatever. But when we get to an idea that tries we cannot prove it wrong, that's new knowledge. So when we look at like social justice warriors, a lot of what they're trying to do is prevent who can criticize ideas.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. And so it's like fascists do that, of like, Jews can't criticize an idea. And then social justice warriors do it because they'd say, well, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. It's like the knowledge creation game is not down with your feelings. It's just not it. So
Damn.
And one thing that, because what was it, Mao in China? That was his communist dictatorship in China. One of the things that they got in a lot of trouble for was he was having starvation all over China, and nobody would report it to him because they knew criticism resulted in fucking death. So, like, none of his top aides who knew about all these horrific, literally millions of people dying, just wouldn't report it to him.
Because he'd be like, what the fuck?
Because in those types of governments, you can't criticize
you're
anything. You
fucking
can't
up,
be
yeah.
like, dude, your fucking new policy with agriculture is killing millions of people, or you're out.
So do you think they'll ever get the type? That's like, I can see that being a stretch. Being like, well, dude, will Antifa really rise up and become like a dictatorship? It's like,
No, of course not.
probably not. But dude, like, imagine them just being fucking annoying forever. That would suck.
They're not. They're gonna.
They are changing little things.
They'll fade away. This whole thing will fade away.
Yeah, but like in your grade school now, it's like you get like a piece of paper and it's like
Yeah,
the
what are
gender
you?
rhinoceros and like
Yeah,
that's fucking weird to be in like
that is very weird.
second grade.
That
And then
is
like
very
I have
weird.
to tell a second grader like, yeah, I kind of think a lot of that stuff's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Then they go in, they're like, my dad said this is bullshit. And
Yep.
it's like that's like
now
using your
your
kid
kids-
is making you be like, yeah, that's how it
And
is.
now your kid's sent to the principal office with you,
Yeah,
and they're like, "Why'd you tell your kid this was bullshit? What are you, transphobic?"
yeah, it's pretty weird. to
it's,
use your
it's
kids
an
against you.
institutionalized version of changing the way people think and act, and they are doing a good job of that. But I don't think they're a serious threat. That's threatening. That's fucking.
It's weird,
That's
man.
a weird way, and that's why I think there's a lot of, and I think we're going to see it a lot now of like kids being like, "I'm gay" or "I'm trans,"
Yeah,
like young kids.
yeah,
Because think how impressionable they are, and if your parent's a fucking lunatic that's like, look how brave all these people are, they're so powerful. Of course, a little kid's gonna be like, I'm brave and powerful. I'm actually a girl.
fuck.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of that coming up too.
Yeah, there are a lot more. That's another thing too. It's like, do you think that it was frowned upon to be transsexual, and now a lot of people are becoming trans? There's like way more transsexual people now in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I'll just when I shop at Whole Foods, it's like dudes in dresses everywhere.
I think it's somewhere in the middle, like most things. Like I think obviously all these new rights, gay rights, and all these new movements like allowed people to be more comfortable and come out. But I also think there's a ton of people that are like, well, this is I have nothing going on in my life. This is something that would gain me a lot of attention. I'm trans. I think there's a lot of that.
Dude, that's wild.
I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
the
I'm
fuck do
telling you.
I know? But
I see a lot of half-ass people transing.
I heard, and this is crazy. I think I heard it on Joe Rogan's podcast, which is basically doctrine. That's dogma.
Yeah.
And I think in Canada, like if your kid, this is a stretch. This is basically like that story I told. But
Yeah.
I think if your kid is like, I'm like, let's say you have a little boy and he's like, I'm a girl. If you don't start giving him like hormone treatments, I think the state can administer that.
Whoa.
I think that's where they're trying to get that pushed.
Jeez.
And that's a fucking
terrifying, dude.
dangerous place where the state is a parent. You know, that's a fucking wild way to go. And I think that's.
So you think do you think they will get they'll get like power like that? A gay black dude would be like, you could never understand what it's like to be me, and then he'll be like, well, here's how your life is, and it's like, well, how the fuck are you? How did you can never? It's
Yeah.
like that's the move, but it's also at the same time, it's pretty possible to ignore all of that kind of stuff and just go about your day.
Yeah,
and
it
then hear
is.
him pop up, and you're like, huh, that's a weird person.
Which is, it's funny, anytime I go home,
yeah,
that's what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
That's what the rest of the country is doing, is just being like my dad would turn on the news and see like something like Charlottesville and seeing Nazis and fucking Antifa and just be like, these people are fucking idiots. And he would turn it off and he would go golf. And then he would come home and work and pay his taxes.
Yeah. It's weird to think that they're going to have kids. Like the Antifas will meet at Antifas, have kids, and be like, everything's fucked up. You're fucked up. Fuck this.
Yeah, it's
as unfucked up as it's ever been in the history of the planet. It's
Yeah.
as good as it's ever been.
Easy for you to say, Steve.
Yeah, Steve, you
Go
white,
ahead, give it to me.
You
Yeah,
white
fucking
bitch.
asshole.
Yeah.
Of course it's easy for you.
But
We could also look at data.
yeah.
No.
What was I saw something. Remember that fucking World War II video I showed you about like the data? It showed you the number of casualties in each country and all that stuff. It's crazy. It's a really cool thing you should check out. But at the end of it, he talks about the period of peace that we're in. And it shows the countries with like the top 40 GDPs in the world. And none of them are at war with each other. And it's the first time that's ever happened in as long as humanity's been recorded, really.
Yeah.
Is that there's not a major conflict in the entire world.
True.
And it's been that way since, I don't know, World War II.
Yeah.
That was it.
Can I also jump in on like that one point that you were making about how like if somebody says, well, you're not, a gay black man, therefore you can't have any idea with it. That just fundamentally misunderstands how, again, knowledge is created and how we make progress. Like, the whole reason we open ideas up for criticism is because we assume that everybody is coming with a bias. You've got your bias, I've got mine. We test our ideas in the marketplace of conversation and we see what happens. But if you go the other way and say, well, you can't think of the right answer because you're not this, then that's just saying you think with your blood. That is like the start to how you want to start persecuting Jews. Like that is just step one. You think with your blood. So therefore you can't have this thought. You can't understand this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's like, again, that's what I find frustrating about it is we've got this incredible system of knowledge creation that is protected by the West. And yet these people like don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
It's like, it is a staggering accomplishment, the shit that we're able to do. At some point, with medicine or flying around, or like, all this stuff. It's like, what led to this? Aren't you remotely concerned?
Yeah, it wasn't one guy being like, thank you, but we got this. Okay, yeah,
right.
fuck you.
Right?
Yeah, it's true.
It's like if you do something great, you try and pick it apart and be like, what happened? Why did that work? And now let's replicate that.
Yeah,
and not fucking
why was
destroy
there
it.
just a boom of inventions in the United States at the turn of the century? Like, why was there this? Why is the United States this place where all these crazy inventions are coming out and all this crazy shit? And it's like, maybe we should, exactly like you said, try to replicate that.
Yeah.
What's going on there? It's free thought.
And yet, you'd say we need to go communism. Are you like on the
wild.
face? That's insane.
Yeah.
And then like it also, this is a big point from David Deutsch, where again it's just like the moment we stop creating knowledge, we're dead. And most civilizations that have ever lived are dead. Most species that have ever lived are dead. And it's just a matter of time then. Like nature's going to get us in some way that we don't know. And the only thing that keeps us pacing ahead of nature is our unique ability that humans have in the cosmos to create knowledge. And that happens in very, very limited societies. And for right now, it is the West, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
So if we go out on, you're saying we're about to go out on some fucking bitch shit right now.
Steve,
it's like, fuck
could
this.
you check your fucking privilege right now?
Yeah.
I'll
Steve,
be happy
check
to.
your
Yeah,
white,
yeah.
your white
Well,
fucking
let
privilege.
me not check it because the whole point is. So
Here
like,
we go, Stevie.
Here's the thing that like I didn't. Okay, this is a raising tide brings up all ships or whatever the fuck, however you want to say it.
yeah.
But it's like, okay, so let's even think about immigration and so somebody's coming from Guatemala. There's a push, right, from Guatemala, which is like, they've got fucking nothing. There's no electricity. There's just dirt paths. They can't get shit. But if we could, through the knowledge creating machine that is the West, create things like solar energy. We can have 3D printers that are basically working off of like trash now. You can get them their own goods so that there's no longer a push. They can have zero marginal cost. Like a fucking drone flies them out, a 3D printer.
Yeah.
This is all stuff. It's like India. They never put up telephone poles because they just kind of skipped over and they had cell phones.
Fuck.
And so
Yeah.
like that can happen in these countries. Like, so it is the privilege or whatever that means is like the thing that's going to help people.
Yeah.
In the world. We
Yeah, where did we discuss this? We were talking about, we were at Bard's. We were at the bar talking about this.
Yeah.
About how, like...
Sorry, I don't mean to be on a...
No. This is exactly what we
Fuck
wanted.
yeah.
This is the first fucking intellectual episode we've had.
True. Smart as fuck.
Episode 42. We're smart now, you gay You dumb We're smart. All right. We were talking about how, like, every problem creates another problem, but we're still building towards something. Like in India, when what they do, like there was a starvation epidemic, and NGOs and all that shit with food, they were able to feed everyone. And now there's an overpopulation problem, but there's always, like, you need to always keep working to solve the next problem. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Can I almost like re-say that?
Yeah, say it better.
No, because I think it's
I
think it's a really important one because this is another thing that you'd get. So people that are like anti-GMO, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's understand what this all came about.
What's a GMO?
Genetically modified organism.
Okay.
Crops. You know.
Yeah.
So what you were alluding to first is this aphorism by David Deutsch that problems are inevitable, but problems are solvable. And then
Aphorism.
Like a saying, I guess.
Here we go.
Yep.
Okay.
We're rolling.
Write it down.
Suck our dicks, listeners. Everybody who called us dumb, suck our dicks.
Once again, that's David Deutsch.
Yeah, we're talking Deutsch, aphorisms. Anything you want to fucking bring at us, we'll fucking talk good.
So
Get him, Stevie.
So you've got this problem in like the late 60s and the 70s, which is like India's headed for a mass starvation. And there was a guy named Paul Ehrlich that wrote about it in his book called The Population Bomb. He's like, there's going to be, everybody there is going to die, all this like naysaying shit. And while he was doing that, Norman Borlaug, this scientist, was solving the problem. He created this genetically modified wheat crop. It grew a higher yield in a smaller area, required less water. And as Matt Ridley writes, he's like, before the ink was even dry in Ehrlich's book, Norman Borlaug solved the problem. And he's credited with saving, you can Google this, at a low estimate, 1 billion lives.
Fuck.
Yeah.
1 billion. And so then this is what's frustrating when people go, well, we're getting GMOs and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, you can sit here in your privileged area.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you get rid of GMOs, tons of people die.
Yeah.
But they're Africans, or Indians. And so you don't...
Yeah, if you want to talk about
Yeah.
if you want to talk about free range chickens and free range cattle and all that, it's like, yeah, that's a nice thing for us to have. But it's also vital to feed
free
the
range
entire
is different
world.
because that's kind of standard in a lot of third world countries.
No, but I'm saying we're able to mass produce tons of fucking
it's tough.
meat
Yeah.
because they're not free range.
Yeah.
If there was just full free range on everything, that would be a problem
That'd
globally.
be tough, yeah.
Like shit like that.
What do you think, Steve?
It's hard when you try and get people in developing countries to live to the standards of the West. And this is like one of the... I took global warming as a thing. I think global warming is a thing.
Okay.
But then when you take a country and you say, well, you have to live up to certain regulations with the environment, but this is what they need in order to start developing. Mm-hmm. You really are conscripting people to suffer a lot. And so what I at least think the conversation about global warming should be is we're going to need a technological solution to that problem. So we're going to have to cool the planet, which we can do. Like, again, David Deutsch had a tweet. He was like, if aliens showed up and they were like, you have 2 years to cool the planet, otherwise we're going to kill you. We would do it. It's
Really?
not.
How the fuck do they cool the planet?
Oh, they've already got like so many different.
Stop, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can do it.
yeah.
How?
We can do it.
Why don't they fucking do this anyway?
Because they're just wanting to make
it's hot
sure
as
that
fuck today. Cool that shit down,
Yeah,
dude.
helium was
I
hot
was
as fuck,
sweating
dude. It was
today,
hot
dude.
in the comedy club
I don't want
tonight.
to sweat anymore. What the fuck? What do they got to turn on?
they've got different ideas of how to do it. They just want to make sure what's the safest way.
Just giant air conditioners.
Maybe. That might be
Damn, dude.
necessary.
Please do that.
But anyway, that's just speaking to.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's like being like, hey, Yemen or fucking Congo, move to solar. It's like they
Well,
can't.
should.
They can't do it.
Yeah.
No, they just can't.
But if someone hooked them up with the tech and was like, here,
Well, I don't even think we're hooking ourselves up with the tech.
oh, we got the tech, dude.
When we
Maybe
do,
France will fucking.
Well, when we get the green light, dude, we're ready. We got some good fucking solar. There's no way they haven't figured out all that shit already.
Yeah,
There is, but there's a lot of people in the way of it.
I know.
You know,
Big money, dude.
All that. There's a lot of oil money. There's a lot of that shit that's just really in the way of. I'm sure in the way of that type of production.
I love that big money.
But
You love big money.
It's in the way. I love people blocking.
I thought you were
innovation.
Antifa, dude.
No, I'm back.
You're back
I'm
now.
a
You're
dirty
a
fucking capitalist right now.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. It's good to have you back.
Hell yeah.
Capitalism's best.
Solar's not real.
Solar's fake, dude. You just
Oil.
saw that eclipse.
Coal and oil, dude.
All I care about is coal.
Yeah.
Bring me up to Shamokin, Pennsylvania, dude. Bring me up to the coal hole in Jim Thorpe, PA. We need some miners.
Well, that is funny. We were talking about how people, if you can't talk about stuff, the next step is just fighting. Like if you lose the ability to be like, yeah, but here's what if they're like, fuck you, it's like, all right, now we're gonna just fist
That's
fight.
it.
And it's like people don't think about that. If you can't say what's on your mind, all you can do is just strangle a person.
And the because right now there's so many times that people are equating words with violence, and you're like, just play that through in your head.
Yeah.
And again, in Roush's book, he writes about this, where it was like when Salman Rushdie wrote his book that got the fatwa.
Satanist.
Yeah, Satanic Verses. Mm-hmm. It offended the Ayatollah. So Ayatollah was offended. So then he said, "You must die," because to the Ayatollah, words are no different from violence. And yet that's exactly what
Muslims, dude.
SJWs.
What do you think of Muslims?
Fuck. What do I think about Muslims?
I think they get offended by words, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the
kill
fucking,
over some words, dude.
the hardcore ones. Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm not talking about fucking Ahmed Weinberg. I'm not talking about fucking
What if,
Mekki.
dude?
I'm not talking about Mekki trying to behead people over the satanic verses.
Yeah, they definitely get the most butthurt about words, no doubt.
And we actually, talking to Islam, we had that conversation today.
What?
Because I was talking about how, like in Charlottesville, like the Nazis, apparently all fucking 300 of them.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's not a population we should be worried about.
No. What
It's
is
300 fucking dumb white guys. Like, it's such a small population. And then Steve was like, well, do you think that equates at all to Islam? And he was just trying to play satanic verse advocate.
Sure, saying like, does the same argument then apply to?
Yeah, and my argument was absolutely not, because white American Nazis aren't running any fucking entire regions of the world. And then I was like, also a liberal cunt would be like, actually, Donald Trump's a Nazi, so they pretty much run America. The Klan and Nazis run America. And it's like, why is that where we're at?
And I don't know, this idea is just a thought, but like, isn't it taking a photo of a Nazi like way worse than anything else you can do?
Some fucking retarded guy in a t-shirt that has a quote from Adolf Hitler on the back of it. That should be seen by 4 people in Southwest Virginia. His friends, his family, and the guy that works at the gas station.
Yeah, that shouldn't
That's
make
the
it
only
out of like
people
the
that should
parking
see
lot.
that.
True.
But there's a lot of profit to be made when it comes to racism.
Oh hell
And
yeah,
that's what's really been bothering me about this whole thing, because I think, and I said this to you earlier, I was like, yeah, there's, like in Boston, it's like, all right, there's 40 Nazis and 900 photographers. You know what I mean? It's
that's
like
pretty wild.
we've given these fucking idiots the biggest platform we've given anybody in our entire country right now. Is like, think of the fucking Nazi from that Vice episode, that white nationalist.
Yeah.
Everybody knows him now.
So that guy
He
who's
should
eating his
be unknown.
Yeah, it's true.
He's a fucking idiot.
What do you think about the protesters getting paid to be there?
I don't know about
Do you
that.
believe in that at all?
What about that?
I've heard before that. There was a thing on. Apparently, the Clinton administration got caught a couple times.
Yeah, I saw that.
The one reporter was like, "Yeah, they've told us to like they'll put people there to like get it to make sure it escalates."
In Chicago, particularly,
Yeah.
where that Trump rally in Chicago got
Yeah, they got-
canceled
yeah.
because there was violence incited, and apparently a lot of the Democrats in Chicago were responsible for that. But the whole thing is like, number one, the Democrats are clearly profiting off this. Clearly.
Yeah.
Like, this is clearly like we're the right party. We're the correct party right now. Look at what the Republicans brought you. They gave you Nazis.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good move by them to be like, and I mean, this is going to make me sound a little Alex Jonesy, but the fucking liberal media just perpetuating this every single day because racism sells in America. Of like every single day being like, look at these Nazis here. Look at that. What is this? Blah blah blah. It's like,
well, it's
like, dude, they're idiots.
it's slowly gaining. They're slowly getting more powerful, and it's like, dude,
They're not.
I doubt it.
They're not
How many
getting
people showed up
powerful.
to the rally in Boston? How many Nazis?
Less than 100. And they all hung out in like a gazebo in the Boston Commons, and they were surrounded by 20,000 counter protesters.
Dude.
You know how dumb you have to be a fucking one of 20,000 counter protesters to be like, Nazis are coming, not in my city.
Yeah.
Well, why is
Nazis
that-
aren't coming.
But why is that dumb? Like to come out and say, kind of, we don't want you here.
I mean, you're allowed to,
Yeah.
but you're only making their voice stronger if that's what you're doing.
Right.
If you're
You
coming
could
out
totally ignore them.
and being like, these are Nazis, it's like, no, these are 40 dumb white guys, fat fucking idiots, standing by themselves holding up "Don't Tread on Me" flags. And It's
Yeah.
like, just let them go.
Well,
They are
it
worthless.
must be fun, like when you're with your boys being a Nazi, or they're hanging out, and like you go out into the people, and you're like, fuck, dude, I don't know if I really
Well, I
want to
bet
be a
it
Nazi
empowers
anymore.
them. I guarantee it empowers
You think
them.
they get
if
off
you
of that?
walk out and you see a crowd of people being like, fuck you guys, and it's
Yeah.
like, we're just here for free speech.
I guess it does make you kind of significant.
It makes them, I mean, it's like fucking walking onto a stage in front of 20,000 people. They're literally standing on a stage
So you're
in front of
saying
20,000
Nazis
protesters.
are the modern day rock stars, is what you're
They
trying
are
to say.
the modern, they're the Beatles.
So
dude.
Nazis are the new chefs right now.
The chefs?
Chefs are like the current rock stars. Now it's Nazis.
Yes.
Sick. All right.
Nazis have been given a platform that they should never fucking have.
Yeah.
And our whole country's in this hysteria of...
If you're a Nazi now,
ridiculous.
are you like just basically picking up where Hitler left off? You're like, we gotta get. Are they like German? Are they like all about Germany still, or is it just like,
No. I they're all about...
Is that what a neo-Nazi is? Like I'm an American Nazi.
Yeah, I think it's about like, I think the 14 words or whatever that they all live by or whatever is like, we need to create, this isn't going to be 14 words, but the gist of it's like, we need to create a better life for white families and white children.
That's what a Nazi is right
That's
now.
what they're doing.
It's not like they're not trying to pick up where.
They're not trying to kill all the Jews.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure
that's
they
the new-
would.
so that I don't. Because I hear people
I
getting
don't
called
know.
a Nazi. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Well, right now, if you're a Republican.
I thought they were just like Captain America's, dude. They just
No.
got unfrozen in time. They're like, oh fuck, war's still on.
Yeah, it's also kind of a bizarre thing because they did lose the war, right? So it's like it's almost like playing imaginary guns. It's like I shot you. It's like no, no, you did.
I'm back.
I don't know. I just think the whole thing. And here's something that's been bothering me. Let me know what you guys think about this. Is both sides in our country, like right or left, has zero accountability. Neither side will accept any level of accountability
Fuck no,
ever
dude.
on anything.
Yeah.
Something bad can happen to Trump, and I mean, these tweets and all this shit are interchangeable. It's like when Obama got elected, they burned him in effigy and all this shit, and that was in response to Kathy Griffin holding up Trump's head, and then and you can just reverse that. Like
Yeah.
if a liberal was like, "This is cool," and it's Trump's head, somebody can be like, "I don't know." There's
Yeah,
just
we
no.
were down in Maryland. There was a toilet that like you'd pee into the urinal, and it was just Obama's mouth, and you're just peeing on Obama's face. So it's like, yeah, there was that too.
Yeah, but that's not acceptable. So if you're on the right, you need to acknowledge that's fucking retarded.
I'm trying to think if I
But
peed on
neither side
Obama's
will
mouth
ever-
in Maryland. I'm like, I think I peed like over his head. I think
Out of respect.
Out of respect, I peed like and just let it rain down. But yeah, that
But
is.
neither side will ever
Oh no.
ever accept responsibility for anything that's going on.
Well, you shouldn't.
Ever.
There's no point for them to.
They
They're,
need
they're
to.
every day like we're the best. Now we're the best. Now they did
Yeah,
this. Like
it's
now
crazy.
you did that.
It's crazy.
I think you kind of got to be dumb. No offense if you guys are like either staunch Republicans or Democrat,
No.
but I think you kind of got to be dumb to be like, oh, I'm a through and through, and it's just like,
yeah, for sure.
all right.
It's
Unless
great-
you're just unless it's purely financial. If you're like, look, whatever makes me the most money, I don't give it. That's what I, that's what I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, but at that point you could still have
Beliefs.
different, yeah, right, social preferences that
Yeah,
don't.
like for example, like right now the media just destroys Trump, like every single thing he does, and then Trump would come out or somebody would come out and be like, "This is the most scrutinized president of all time," and then the left can be like, "Did you see what you said about Obama when he was elected?"
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, all right, maybe that was wrong. If that was wrong, let's try to fix it.
Well, they'll be like, well, why are you fixing it now? Because he's
Yeah,
white.
exactly. And it's both sides, and it's always been that way, and it'll still be that way.
Yeah.
And it's, but right now it seems to be much more
Well,
ramped up.
they're making it seem like so politics now come down to race, where it's like if you're Republican, you're clearly a racist. Like there's not like
they've done a
an
good job of
economy that you know what I mean. That people are thinking about jobs, money, and they're like, no, it's about the KKK and fucking racism. It's like, dude, that's like
it's about
not people aren't fucking. Most people are not thinking about that. They're trying to like put their kids through school.
It's about
get
all,
money and then just go to bed and have a house.
It's about all at a high estimate, all 8,000 members of the KKK. At a high estimate, 8,000. To put that in perspective, more people will be at the Cumberland Valley High School football game this weekend. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
That's what we're worried about. It's like these people have no fucking power. They are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
The more we are all fucking afraid of them, the more we're giving them a chance.
Who was the guy who got like real high up? David Duke?
David Duke used to be the head of the Klan.
What was his? Didn't he become like the mayor or something?
I don't know.
What did David Duke do?
I just know him.
He probably had money and
He
was
ran
able to,
for politics, I think.
Yeah. He was probably able to fucking make a run.
Yeah.
A lot
And
of
even
racists have made runs.
As soon as those guys hit the light, it's like, fuck, David Duke, you're in the KKK, bro. You can't have a job like that. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's not fucking, like, running stuff. But then, is Bannon friends with Duke? Trump has a weird tie to Duke that people are like, bro, denounce him. He was like, no.
No, Trump had a weird
to.
tie to him because at first David Duke came out and endorsed him.
Yeah.
And this was during the campaign, and someone was like, what do you think about David Duke? And Trump kind of was just like, I don't fucking know about David Duke. I don't know anything about him. And that was it.
Oh, okay.
And people were like, he's a fucking Klansman.
Damn.
There's a ton of fake news back and forth. And I think...
Dude, imagine if he secretly was in the Ku Klux Klan. If it
there's
really,
no way that's his goal.
I'm saying to run that through your head to be like at night he gets home, sits down, like slips a hood on, he's like, another day is done.
Yes.
I got them.
Yes.
That's fucking wild.
That's probably what a lot of people think.
Yeah,
I mean,
on some
fuck,
level.
it was no, it's not on some level. It's
He has
on
like
the
a
cover of the fucking New
He has
Yorker.
like a tiny burning cross he keeps secret.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's on the cover of the fucking on the New Yorker. It was a fucking image of Donald Trump in a sailboat, and the sail was made out of the hood of a Klan.
That's what it was supposed to
and
be?
he was blowing it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge fucking push to make the current president a Klansman. That's what we're supposed to equate him as, and I can't do it.
It's kind of ingenious though. If that was someone's fucking invention, like if Hillary Clinton was like, yeah, you think you beat me? Watch this. That's fucking ingenious.
I mean, it is the Democrats.
Yeah.
Also it's him. Let's not forget, he's clearly fucking up almost 24/7. But it's also the left that's exacerbating every mistake he makes constantly.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty fucking wild.
The entire country is all right. So he's fucking up, and then the rest of the country is pushing him to fuck up.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. So he's fucking up almost daily
Yeah.
as a president.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the country, the media, everyone is making it worse by exaggerating his failures every single day.
Okay, yeah.
And we're in this state of fucking like chaos right now as far as I'm concerned. It's not chaos, but it seems that way.
Yeah, I mean, my day-to-day is still fine, you know? Yeah. Seriously, that's how I judge it. I'm like, all right, still good.
I was driving home today, and it was beautiful. There were farms, all that stuff, and I was like, oh, so this is World War III.
What?
Just regular life.
Yeah.
Like what everybody was saying was coming. Here it is.
Yeah.
This is not like totally on subject, so we can angle it back.
No, get off subject.
If you what's that? Audible, listen to Them by John Ronson.
Yeah.
He's a humorous journalist, and that's how he describes it. So he's British, and he reads his own books, and it's great. But he does in Them, he goes and hangs out with extremists. And one of the guys, this is back in the day, was Alex Jones.
Yeah.
And so this is the first time I had ever heard of Alex Jones or whatever. He's like, this guy, and he's describing him as he is bombastic, whatever, claims that there's this secret Bilderberg meeting where they go and these high-up officials burn this owl effigy. And he's writing this whole thing from the point of, like, Alex Jones is insane.
Yeah.
And then they're, like, running through the woods, and sure enough...
Yeah, there's a video of it.
They find the video of it. Like, they
Holy fuck.
record it.
Yeah,
and
it's really funny. I've seen that.
It's crazy.
Wild.
Well, he was the one who figured out that they told the cops to stand down in Charlottesville. He reported
found that out?
He
Damn.
broke that, and everyone's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And there's people from like the Times who are like, "Yeah, actually, it's fucking true."
Ugh.
But no
don't
one was
know
saying
anything
anything.
about
He
that.
broke
Oh,
it.
Okay.
here's a perfect example, clearly, of these people profiting off this shit. And I don't mean financially necessarily, but you know what I mean. They're gaining power and money from this.
Yeah.
They told the cops in Charlottesville to stand down.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
how much more do you need to see for these people to be like, you know what would help me as a politician? Chaos right here. And
Yeah.
for me to come out and stand strong against hate. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, this thing's nuts.
Wouldn't they? But couldn't they tell them to stay down because they didn't want like more like violence against police?
No, they told them to stand down because they were just like,
Let
if they're
them
going to
fight.
fight, let them fight.
Let them fight it out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I get that. The last thing the mayor of Charlottesville wanted was like a black kid getting choked with a baton. Literally, that's
right.
what they're like, dude, we can't have that. But it's like, you have like fucking riots, dude. You have to break them up. You can't be like, ah, fuck it. Like, it's not like fucking Game of Thrones. Like, let them bicker. You have to stop it.
Right.
You have to stop that. Like,
Right,
were
you
you
guys
here
see
for the Phillies when the Phillies won the World Series? People were like flipping cars over and shit. And dude, it turns. If you let people do shit like that, they'll burn down everything.
Right.
Like, I saw cars getting flipped over. People were throwing fucking shit through like luggage stores and
Mad
stuff.
Antifa, dude.
Dude, it just
2008 Phillies World Series was
I'm
just
telling you,
fucking
man.
Antifa.
Were you out? Did you see the?
I was in Westchester.
Dude, were you in Philadelphia for that?
No.
That was fully
Yeah, it
like
was crazy.
Literally saw
Even
a
in
car get flipped
Westchester.
over. I was in a deli. People was drinking beers, throwing shit around. It was fucking chaos. And then finally a bus came. Cops got out in riot gear, and everyone was like, "Fucking
Yeah,
stop!"
pray to Christ.
Like,
the
dude,
Eagles
if
never
that
win a
got
Super
if that
Bowl.
didn't get interrupted, it would have been horrible.
Yeah.
It would have been Olympus Has Fallen, dude. Like that's where it will go to.
Did I ever tell you about my friend at the Phillies game when Osama bin Laden got shot?
No.
And he was kind of an idiot. And Osama bin Laden had just been shot. And he was at that Phillies game that's like a fucking classic where the whole crowd just breaks out into a USA chant.
Yeah.
And like the players are on the field talking to each other like, holy fuck, what happened? And like, but so the crowd breaks out in this USA chant. My friend's fucking, he's a big meathead. He played defensive end at Westchester. Like he was a jacked fucking guy. And he was like, what the fuck happened? And somebody was like, Osama's dead. And he thought he yelled, Obama's dead. And he was like, it's weird the whole crowd's happy. And then he joined the chant and was like, USA, yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Finally, we've come to our senses.
Yeah, we got him.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, that's but no, it's exactly right. I mean, the whole thing of just I think that's what annoys me the most about the whole and like I end up sounding like I'm a conservative, like I'm right. Like I'm some alt-right fucking dickhead because I hate what the left is doing. Obviously, I hate what the right's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like I said during Charlottesville, when I was sitting there, I was watching the news. It was the day after our live podcast. I was feeling strong white guilt. Like, I mean, oh, dude, I fucking opened the live podcast. Like, I came out, I was like, white people. Like, I was, the whole time we've both been kind of tongue in cheek, alt-right, like jokingly, like, fuck yeah, dude, Trump's the man, all that shit. Clearly joking. If you believe us, you're a fucking idiot. But I was watching the news and, like, I was seeing all that shit unfold, and I was just like, holy fuck.
That was bad.
And then Trump was going to give a speech at 3, and I was just like, before he came out, I was like, he's going to fuck this up. He's definitely going to fuck this up. I was like, and I was like, come on, dude. Come on. Like, just one time.
Yeah, please
just
don't.
get this fucking right. And of course, he comes out 20 minutes late. There's been like, it was a VA fucking bill that he was passing. That's what the meeting was for. And like these 5 veterans were just standing there for 20 minutes, like real awkwardly because the camera was live. And then he comes out and he's like, he handled it like a fucking idiot.
He went right
'cause that's
into
what
it.
he is. He handled it like a fucking moron. He didn't denounce white supremacy, which would have been the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yeah.
Again, you're denouncing 300 people.
Yeah.
It's not a hard fucking sell. But then, anything he does is just like, God damn it, dude. Like, please do well.
He's fucking 70 too.
Please do well. I want you to do well.
Dude.
And that's where this is another thing. I think a lot of people don't have a very strong vested interest in the president not doing well.
Definitely, dude.
And they want him to fail every step of the way.
Well, if he fails,
I mean-
then they can go like, told you straight white
Yeah, of
men were
course.
the worst. And it's just like,
Not even that. At least the Democrats can be like, told you.
yeah.
We're the best. And that's what's going to happen. And that's what is happening. I mean, we're witnessing a complete failure. Even, do you see him fucking look at the eclipse? God damn it, dude! I was watching that live too. I was like, "Come on, Donald,
Dude, but it's not. It's until,
get this right." And he walks out without glasses and stares at it, and the whole crowd laughs at him.
Dude,
I'm like,
until
Jesus Christ.
until like the but it's like it's not even a complete failure until like you go outside and like the grocery store shelves are empty.
No,
and,
of course,
like,
of course.
we're fucking chilling.
The economy's doing well.
Yeah.
Apparently, he keeps saying that, and I believe him.
Dude. Yeah,
I
dude,
wanted
it's-
to-
I mean, I
Yeah.
know construction's busy.
Good.
So I mean, did he do that? Probably not. But
No, it seems like he's piggybacking off the end of the Obama
dude.
president, but it's still. He keeps. It's funny that he keeps reiterating that he's like, unemployment
Jobs.
at an all-time low,
yeah,
and it's like, oh, that had nothing to do with you. But all right, that's good.
so
That's
many
good.
jobs. There's gonna be jobs.
Many things are going great.
And just the one thing I wanted to say from, because I don't know if you'll use it from earlier, but like this idea of the democracy of what makes it really good, because I feel like this is the classic point to just drill home. So sorry if I'm being
No.
redundant. You just
No,
said
no,
it. I've said it. But it's like democracy is not about us electing the perfect politician or putting in place the perfect policy. It's about us being able to peacefully remove the bad ones, and that is like. And it doesn't always get everybody what they want, but it is the way to make progress, and we've made enormous progress. And every other road leads to tyranny. So if you're not a fan of Trump, like, all right, well, vote him out
Yeah.
and show why your ideas are better ideas, but don't
Don't lose to him
right.
in a fucking debate or a campaign. Don't lose to him. How do you lose to him?
Well, you do exactly what you described earlier, just in reverse, where it's like you can't call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
You can't say Islamic fundamentalism.
Yeah,
You
and
literally
that's-
can't
How
say
about that?
those-
I mean, and here's exactly the thing that I've been complaining about. How neither side will be like, "Well, this happened," or like both sides every single time is like, it's like, "Hey, you're wrong," and it's like, "Well, this happened, so how about when you did it?" That's what it always is. So like with Trump not denouncing white supremacy while the thing was taking place in Charlottesville, the Democrats point to that and are like, "What the fuck?" But then it's like, well, Obama never denounced Islamic extreme, he never denounced extremism in Islam for 8 fucking years.
Yeah. There's
Really?
a similar thing where people were like, Obama's a fucking terrorist.
And it's
Obama-
like,
yeah,
okay,
it
so
is
the
same
right
fucking
needs to
thing.
shut the fuck up about that, and the
Yeah.
left needs to shut the fuck up about that. Or they
Yeah.
both need to admit it was wrong. But instead, neither side will admit it, and they'll just be like, yeah, but remember when Obama wouldn't denounce Islamic terrorism?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, well, remember when Trump wouldn't denounce the KKK?
I don't understand
It's like-
how no one realizes, or not no one, but like a lot of them don't realize, like, all right, say I'm like a staunch fucking conservative. It's like you also need liberal thinkers. Otherwise, the whole country turns into like a Mad Max bunker with like barbed wire fences. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then if you're just super liberal and you run the country, then there's no borders. Everyone runs out of food. No one
Yeah.
did any of the fucking math. It's just like, yeah, man, come on in, bro. Sick.
Yeah.
Like you need both sides, so they should even have the president should be neither. The president should have to be like, I like both sides, and here's my thing with both of that. To be like, I'm staunch this. It's like, well, no, you can't fucking no. You know what I mean? It makes
Yeah.
no sense to be like,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
pledge allegiance to this one party, and it's like, yeah, but like you kind of need both
Yeah, it
sides.
does
of
suck that we're down to 2 parties.
So I
That's
think
a
yeah,
real
it's
problem.
weird, dude.
I actually think I thought that too, but then there's an argument that that's actually a good thing, because if you have this more parliamentary system, which I don't know how they work exactly, but let's say you've got like 8 parties, and what they have to do, because nobody will get a majority, you have to form a coalition. So what you can do is have like one of those parties that has like very, very few, represents very few of the people, but yet who selects them to get their votes will then get in power. So it's basically like if you had the Democrats and Republicans and they have to vie for like the Green Party. This Green Party suddenly has so much power, even they represent very few people.
Well, that's probably how we got to 2 parties.
Yeah.
Is it probably was like the Whigs and the Bull Moose and the Republicans and the Democrats and all these crazy fucking parties, and then they all finally eventually joined forces, and we ended up with 2.
Yeah, and the thing is like those, but the good thing at least is that if the Democrats lose for a significant period of time, they will change eternally. It'll kind of like become
yeah.
a different party.
That's true.
Yeah. It improves
Right.
because of competition.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Republicans are doing that. They're cool now. There's a lot of like it's almost literally like Mac versus PC. Like if you ever see like cool PC commercials,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, guys, fucking stop. There's like a dude sitting there like in like a blue gray background. He's like touching all these screens. Like, yeah, man.
I don't know what I hate more in a politician, like being super religious or being super cool. I'm not sure what I hate more.
Super cool, definitely.
Super cool is like, they're both incredibly fake.
Like Bill Clinton hitting the sax and the shades on, like.
Oh, dude. The Democrats
so weird.
trying to be cool pisses me off so fucking much.
No, the worst was the Obama
was
Biden.
so
The
cool,
Obama
dude.
Biden, like
The bromance,
Yeah,
dude.
the bromance.
Yo.
Like these guys love getting ice cream and listening to
It's
Coldplay.
like, check it out. They love Coldplay.
Dude.
Yeah, that was, I mean, and I actually liked Obama, but I fucking hated that social media shit they
I've
would
never
do.
liked a politician.
I mean,
I've literally
as a
when they
politician.
talk, I'm like, these guys are fucking freaks.
I mean,
all
I
of them.
didn't like him as much as I like Notre Dame.
True,
It's like I don't see any fucking Obama posters down here.
dude. I'm telling you, man. I people were like, I loved him. I'm like, he was all right. I don't know. I never really met
Yeah,
him.
he also killed a lot, and
Yeah, but it's like, dude, maybe,
he's a snake politician, just like the rest of them.
dude. I don't know. I mean, people are like, he's my favorite. This is my favorite president. It's like I know people are like George Bush was the best. It's like, I guess, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, I guess.
dude, what a push George Bush has made as far as
He
likability,
came back, dude, yeah.
He's so funny and adorable.
Yeah, he is.
I always thought he was funny and adorable, but yeah, that's
Teddy Roosevelt guy got shot and gave a speech.
yeah, that's
That's
a bull
true.
moose.
Oh, is that who he is?
That's how he's tougher than a bull moose.
Really?
Yeah, I think he had a speech in his pocket where he got shot, and then he stood up on stage and gave the speech.
Fuck.
I mean, that's
That
fuck.
should be a good.
That's a leader.
That'd be a good debate thing. You gotta take one to the shoulder and be like, all right, dude, how are we gonna do this?
yeah. Or at least a dead arm.
Yeah, nice
At least
dead
just
arm
a
would be
solid
good.
dead arm.
Or like a ball tap. You get hit in the nuts and you gotta go in front of the country and be like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, you get that cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a podcast, dude. What a podcast.
Dude.
This is where are we at time wise?
An hour, 15
We're at
minutes.
an hour and 15.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, time's flying.
I know.
Time's flying.
What else do you know about Steve?
Steve, give us some other things you know.
No, I don't know. Can I just ask you guys stuff and then
Yeah.
like maybe if you don't?
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
go
funny,
ahead.
right? Like for the talk. So one of the things about like knowledge creation is like what are the limits of it, and the only limits are the laws of physics. This is like David Deutsch's big thing. It's like if the laws of physics permit it, we can do it, given that we create the right knowledge. Right? Doesn't
Yeah.
guarantee that we will, but just that we can. So I'm trying to figure out a way of like doing that for the talk where I'm like.
Explain the talk.
Yeah, what's
The
the talk?
the talk is just supposed to be a comedic way of distilling information.
So Steve
Okay.
has these, and you can check them out on what, stevegerben.com or Steven
yeah.
Gerben?
Steve Gerben.
Steve Gerben, GERBEN.com. Steve Gerben, and he's given talks. I've seen them. They're on YouTube. You can check out his website. They're really funny and informative. You gave that immigration talk. You gave
Yeah.
the Saudi Arabian talk.
And I
Yeah.
actually got some good criticism from David Deutsch on the immigration talk.
Yeah, which is sick.
DD hit you up?
Yeah,
dude.
because I asked some questions about this. Yeah, the immigration talk, I would like to. It's like I'd like to hedge a few things, but I don't know if like I can.
Go ahead,
now.
explain your
It's
original
super helpful.
and what was the problem with it.
So I think the big thing I wanted to convey, the piece of information I thought was really interesting, is that allowing people to. So we always think of like goods crossing borders, but we don't think about labor crossing borders as much. If I'm, and the thing is that allowing people to move and take a job is the fastest, most efficient, effective way to pull them out of poverty. And so then that is something we don't factor in, right? We give a lot of money to places like Haiti, and it basically goes to shit to a large degree.
Thanks to the Clinton Foundation.
But you could let them come and take jobs. Now the question is like, what happens when they come and take jobs? And in the talk is like very, pro like. But I don't. A couple things I don't do. I don't tell you how many or what kind. So it's like, do you want to let in the, like the college grads, or do you want to let in, the people without degrees? And this is like it's an easy thing for me to give the talk and not have to answer that question, but you have to answer that question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the other thing is,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
When you said pull them out of poverty, you're talking about the worker.
yes,
And from an American perspective, that's where I can see people having a problem with that.
Go
It's
ahead.
like, because why do I give a fuck if a Guatemalan has poverty? We need to be focusing on American poverty.
sure.
That would be
Yeah, and that, I mean, here's my
a very
response to that.
simple response. Yeah.
Definitely. My response to that would be that there's certainly going to be setbacks, and it seems like and some people would be very upset that I said seems like, but that it would lower the wages of low-skilled high school dropouts in the U.S., because that's where the job competition is going to come from. But a common misconception about the economy is that it's a fixed size. And this is what I talk about in the beginning, that it's like a basketball court where it's like somebody comes in, they've taken your job. But that's not necessarily the case. Like when you bring more people into a society, those are people who need to eat food, rent houses, all these things that then in themselves create jobs.
Yeah.
So you take like women and you add them to the workforce. It's not like we're all fucked. Right?
Yeah.
But there are trade-offs, and this is what, the point is like that's a topic. And I don't want to walk back too much because it's just immigration's a tough topic, and
But then you talked to David Deutsch, and you kind of changed your tune a little bit.
I did. I think here, if I had to say my opinions on immigration now, it would be this, kind of what I said earlier, namely that what?
No, go ahead. I heard our roommate upstairs yell about a video game, and it kind of sounded like he was responding to what you were saying. Like, if I had to change my mind on immigration, I just heard, "Holy shit!" It's just,
Again, I don't know how helpful this is going to be to your listeners, because I don't know if they're going to watch.
Fuck our listeners, dude.
Okay, would be this is that again the rising tide sort of idea of like we can do better in the world if we create more knowledge, and so like I think that we should preferentially pool the smartest people here, and
yeah,
it's a tough call to make because again, it's almost like Grapes of Wrath,
So
where
it's
like
actually-
these people are getting pushed out and they have nowhere to go and they're trying to provide for their families.
Yeah.
Some, right? I'm not.
yeah. Some are bailing.
Right.
Yeah.
but and it's hard to say you can't come in. It's just like it's morally a hard thing. But I think if you had to pick, you would pick the best of the best.
Which actually sounds a lot like Trump's current.
It is Trump's current.
Yeah,
Is
so
it-
you
and
gotta
it's-
watch
it's-
that.
And it's also
No,
like
he's got- yeah,
George
he's got a-
Borjas. Yeah.
He's
like-
got a plan. He's got like a point system where it's like if you're a college grad, you get X amount of points.
Huh.
There's like a point system to get
So-
into this
Canada
country.
does.
So
Yeah.
we basically want all the world's
We want
nerds.
good people. We don't want.
We want all the
fucking-
nerds.
We don't want the lads, dude.
What?
Yeah. We don't want the lads, dude.
Didn't they do a thing though? Being well, I guess that's different. 'Cause that's like
No, we want the lads, dude. We want the legal lads.
true.
But I also
Suppose.
I would still say that the 11 million undocumented immigrants like here that they do need a path to citizenship,
Yeah.
because it's like if you got people working and they're contributing to the economy, and I mean like what the fuck.
Yeah.
They're here, they're working a job, they're contributing to the economy, and then they got to worry that
They are definitely contributing to comedy. There's mad immigrants contributing
Yeah, but
right now.
if you have so if
Shout
you-
out Hassan Minaj, your special sucked. You fucking never mind.
But if you, Hassan, if you have a company though, and it's like you can either hire like, say for instance like a white college kid,
Yeah.
versus like a Mexican,
yeah.
9 times out of 10, depending on the job, you're like, give me this Mexican dude. 'Cause you have like a white college kid. If you have like a restaurant, just like sitting there like this fucking sucks, my feet hurt, blah blah. blah. And you get most time Mexican dudes come in and they're just like, give me more time,
Which
give me more
would
hours.
be good for the economy.
What?
Now your restaurant's running smoother.
Smoother.
Yeah.
More people are likely to come in and buy things.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. It's like if you ban all those, it's like how can you like if those dudes are going to get in?
No
here
one's
one way
trying
or
to
the other.
ban. No one's trying to ban all the Mexicans.
There's people trying to kick if they're like you're undocumented, get out. There's a lot of people who say
Yeah, but
that.
there's enough people to pick up that slack. We're not going to lose labor
Yeah.
over that. I don't think. I mean,
There-
you gave an example of Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
That was
Yeah,
a
I
good-
think I think that would be. I think it would. I think it would not be good to the local economies as much as people think. Because again, this idea that these are people that are contributing to it. And
Yeah,
you
for
just
sure.
Take half the people out, you're in trouble. But this is like one of those thoughts I don't know. You just push back on it immediately, and I'm sure it's not right. But it's like part of me does not so much like if we're worried about the wages to high school dropouts, and I know that they're Americans, which is where a lot of people draw the line. But it's like you are born in America. You have which is a gift, the biggest gift on the planet.
You're telling them to check their American privilege.
Well, and it's like you speak the language, and the cops aren't after you, and you can't outwork some guy that doesn't speak the language who's literally being hunted by the cops.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
actually like Matt said. I mean, there's a guy from Guatemala that's got a fucking family to feed,
Right.
versus a guy like, let's say, me at
Yeah.
community college, and we're both working at the same restaurant.
Well, dude,
Fuck it.
if you spent a week, say you spent just a week where you're like you couldn't find food, and then you found a place that has all the food, you'd fucking work so hard. Like if if you're like there's always food no matter what, you're kind of like whatever. Like there's food somewhere, dude. You're gonna get it, but like
You're
if
gonna
you
get some
don't
snacks.
have food for a while, it's fucking probably scary as fuck.
Yeah.
So you wake up every day, hit the car wash, dude, and you're just like, yup.
Yep.
Lunch is coming, dude.
I'm gonna wash all these Nissans, and then I'm gonna get a fucking
Dude,
Wawa
imagine.
fucking hoagie.
Oh, dude, you're about to
Can you
get a
imagine
fucking
getting a hoagie?
cheesesteak, dude.
Can you imagine getting a cheesesteak? Whew. Coming from fucking Guatemala, dude. You were splitting Lunchables with your entire family.
Yeah. Just like fucking the shit was falling out of the
You were
sky.
making each one of those little cracker sandwiches for each member of your family. You get one out of the Lunchable.
But that's my thing is you can't fucking fight that. It's like
You
when
break
someone,
up the fun-sized
someone's like, I'm
Butterfinger.
gonna die if I don't get here. People are gonna get in there.
Definitely.
So it's like, you just gotta not be a bitch, dude. You gotta be like you said. You have to just try to outperform whoever's coming in at you.
I'm worried that without the context of that talk, and I don't think they're going to want to listen to it. That none of this,
Yeah, they'll listen to some people. Will yeah.
It's good. I'm telling you, that's helpful for me. Like I'll listen to stuff like that, and I'm like, it's good to have someone put ideas like something that complex in a way that I can like hear, and then be like, here's what like it's a bite-sized thing that I can explain now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I like.
Yeah,
that thing a lot.
I think your
a
talks
lot
are
of people
great.
like about.
I think your talks are great, and I
listening.
was hoping that this conversation might spur you into discussing, common current events right now, like Antifa and the alt-right and all that stuff. I think it would be good to have somebody do research and talk about it
Well,
with
I
a
mean,
rational fucking.
that's what I'm trying.
Yeah, that would be good. It'd be nice to have somebody come out and not be full fucking like the left is right and the alt-right are Nazis. It'd be nice to have somebody with the intelligence to be like, this is what it actually is.
Yeah, but dude, the thing is that's the whole thing you're saying about the left. They'll just go clearly a Nazi sympathizer. As soon as you
Yeah, of
disagree
course.
with them, you can paint it out. You can put
Yeah, of
it
course.
as like plain as day. You could have read every book in the world and be like, I've read every single book in the world. Here's the deal. They're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
There's literally so it's kind of that's wild, but
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's got to be time, right?
yeah, it's an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. That's a long one, dude.
It's super
That's a
long.
good cast. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude.
Oh shit, yeah.
You got anything you want to say before we're done? Got any funny things?
Who me?
Yeah, anything funny? Oh, you didn't tell me about those fucking dorks at Punchline.
Oh my god.
So I did this weekend. I was at Punchline
God,
Comedy
dude.
Club in Philadelphia. Yeah, throw that in, dude. Let me hear it. Do you have time? Do you have the energy?
I have the time and energy.
All right,
hell
let
yeah.
me hear
So, I have this weird. My battle right now is that my girlfriend loves to. I'm trying to think how to phrase this. She'll have friends, male friends, and in my head, I'm like, these dudes just want to fuck you.
They do.
And I know they fucking do, man. I know it. But like, she'll be like, no, he doesn't. So like, I get roped
Yeah.
in these weird situations with these weird fucking dudes who want to fuck my girlfriend, who've known her for a long time. So I can't be like, I forbid you from seeing this man. So like, so she's like, we'll just come out. We'll all hang out. That way, it's not weird. And like, then I'll sit there with like, and Shane, I'm happy you saw this.
Yeah.
Because usually I sit in these places. I'm like, dude, fuck this guy. So like, we go out. It's this dude. He was like a fraternity guy. It's like a black frat fraternity guy, like a Kappa, Alpha, whatever the fuck it is. And then he's with his friend. And these guys are effectively, in this case, the guy was just like a black nerd.
Yeah.
And he's a virgin.
They're a bunch of Neil deGrasse Tysons.
Yeah, dude, it was. There was a lot of
There's
NGTs.
like two NGTs trying to finger Matt's girlfriend.
This guy, his whole thing is he's 27 and he's a virgin. So in his head, he's thinking that like he's approaching women and being like, yeah, I'm saving myself for the right person, but like I just want to get to know you before we date. Like if we went out, it wouldn't be a date. And he's like this weird fucking aggressive shit. So then like we're hanging out. This guy, it's like me, my girlfriend, this guy who's silent and just pissed off, and then like his nerdy friend who's just like, this is great. So then that night, I'm like, dude, please stop dragging me out with these weird fucking guys that want to fuck you. And she's like, he doesn't. Dude, 2 o'clock in the morning. We wake up that morning. She had a text at 2 in the morning. The guy's like, I need to crash.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. And it's just like, dude.
Old Neil deGrasse. He was too busy. He was getting excited for the eclipse. He needed to go see your lady.
He had to do something, man. That's such a weird fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm your friend. And I was explaining to her, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
Like, this guy's crazy. He's 27 years old. He's a virgin.
Yeah, no, my girlfriend has her friends in high school. Her core group was her, another girlfriend, and then these two guys. Mm-hmm. And that's been like their 4 good friends. And it's like, it was right when we started dating. They've all kind of split up since. I did a good job of.
You broke that up?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Good.
My girlfriend's not going to the movies with one of these guys.
Nah, dude.
Or something. No, I don't fucking. If she did that, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. I've seen those guys. They're all fucking dorks. Yeah. They're good, nice guys. They're good, cool, nice, sweet guys.
Dude, I hate that, man. And it's like constant being like, this guy wants to fuck. You think Envy again? It's like, they fucking do.
It's like, yeah.
Call him right now.
Tell him, yeah.
Call him right now and be like, come over. I want to suck your dick.
It would be.
He's not going to be like, no, our friendship. He's going to come over and let you suck his dick.
Yeah, of
Instantly.
Of course.
Instantly. Before you finish the words.
Go drink with him.
Yeah.
Go out, just
and that's
you
the
two,
other thing
go
too.
drink.
Yeah, they're like,
see
come
if he
on,
doesn't
man.
slide something, like a little comment in of like something asking about your dating life, something like that.
Dude.
That mentality is the. Just sorry, Jim.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
That mentality is exactly what I had for like probably the first 8 years of my dating life, and it was Friends that like the show that wrecked me because I just figured that's how relationships work.
What?
For like
You were
Ross and
allowed to be
Rachel,
friends
like,
with girls?
You're friends with them for a long time, and then you show up to the cafe and it's raining.
Disgusting.
God damn.
Disgusting.
And I know they're doing that. I fucking know it.
That's-
I try to.
Disgusting.
That's exactly what's going on in this guy's
God
head.
damn it, dude.
If you think it's like, yeah, we were friends for a long time, and then it's like, that just means she was fucking someone else and then decided to fuck you.
Yes.
That's what being friends first and then fucking is.
Or, dude, if you say you angered your girlfriend so much, and I was constantly like, that guy wants to fuck you, fuck that guy, blah, 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 blah. If I did something to piss her off enough, she might fuck that guy just to piss me off. Dude.
Exactly, yes.
That's the sickness of it all, dude.
You're in checkmate.
Yeah, dude.
You're immediately in checkmate. You just have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Ugh,
That's a tough
I
spot.
hate that, dude.
That's a tough, weird spot.
Dude, I had that this week, so I had that going on, which I was just like, whatever. And the fact that he's a virgin is so weird. 27-year-old man, virgin, was in a fucking fraternity and everything. It's like, dude, how did you do that? Like, if I don't jerk off for 3 days, my fucking loins, dude, are just like pulsing.
Yeah.
It's like you were telling me at 18, 17, 19, 21, all the way to like 24, you didn't come across one thing.
Because I saw him, and it's not like he's like tremendously overweight. Maybe he used to be like obese.
I don't think so.
Because other than that, it's kind of hard to get
She
laid.
told me about like
that
high school
long.
stuff with him, and I'm like, dude, something's gonna come up. I don't know. The mystery deepens. But dude, at the same time, I was insecure, dude, because I had a little ringworm on my dick again. Came back.
What was wrong with your dick?
I fucking ringworm, dude.
What are you talking
I
about?
got ringworm on my dick.
You mean herpes?
Ringworm.
What's that?
It's literally you know what ringworm is? It's a rash. It's
I've
a
never
circular.
gotten a ringworm on my dick.
But you know what a ringworm is?
Yeah.
Do you know what ringworm is?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
And I know I
wouldn't-
can get it from
It's
doing
literally a
jiu-jitsu.
perfectly. You can get it from jiu-jitsu. It's a perfectly circular rash. A lot of wrestlers get it.
Yeah.
So I've got it before, like on my legs, playing
You got
football.
ringworm on your dick?
A tiny ringworm on my dick, dude. Yeah, so I had to like seriously figure out how to get rid of this.
Did you
Little
think you got
antifungal cream.
it? Do you think you got it from your wax?
That's the question.
Do you think it could be your wax?
And I wanted to bring this up to my listeners, dude. If you've been on a heavy dong wax
buy
regimen,
Matt's fucking
no,
world famous dong wax.
That's what I thought,
You're
dude. A
getting
lot,
ringworm.
like, dude, like Steve Jobs, same thing. Like, he had a couple failures. So I think from keeping my dick constantly moist, it may have.
For sure.
It may have,
You've
but
been rubbing oil on your dick for a month.
Every
Also,
day.
How great is that? Is
Night
like,
and day.
How sick would it be if you made a commercial, like a fucking pharmaceutical commercial for your world famous dong wax? Then it just ends with like, side effects may include ringworm.
but here's the thing,
that's
dude.
That's a big side effect.
I think it goes deeper than the wax. That's my problem.
What do you
I think that's it. You need more. It's not that I was wrong.
You need more wax. You need to double down.
I didn't even get into this. So I was so fucked up about my weird fucking ringworm. It's a tiny little thing, dude. It's barely noticeable, but I know it's ringworm. I got it once before. And then I have this dude sniffing around, so like we can't even have sex. Like I need my sperm competition, dude. I need to scoop the cum out, dude, just in my head. So we couldn't even have sex. So I tried to go tanning because I read that sunlight will just crush this shit.
So you had your dick out in a sunbed.
It was closed, dude. which I felt so gay walking. You know, I felt so gay
I
walking to a tanning
had a
booth,
fucking
dude.
skin disorder
Dude.
that required sunlight, and
It was closed. when
and I
up.
went to a fucking tanning salon. It's so humiliating.
I'd rather walk into a whorehouse
It
than a
was so
tanning
bad,
salon,
dude.
dude.
It was so bad.
Dude, so I walk up, I go to knock up, and I'm like, it's closed, thank God. 2 people see me there. I'm like, fuck, those 2 people will always talk about me being in a tanning booth. So I hop in my car and just drove, I guess that's northwest up Lancaster Ave. It was a sunny day, dude. Flopped the bird out, dude, and just drove like 3 miles and let my bird cook in my car.
Damn, that's
just
crazy.
cooked it.
You just drove with your dick out because you have ringworm on your dick. You were just driving around with your ringworm dick out.
And I was in like,
Jesus
if I drove the other way, I was no sun. So I like drove one way. I'm like, I'm getting good sun. Let me see what I get. No sun. So I just
Should
drove
have parked.
all the way up Lancaster Ave, and I came into a red light. I'd throw my shirt over it, and then as soon as I hit the gas, dude, shirt was up. The fucking bird was fucking tanning. So the thing is like I want to start a whole camp, dude. It's
Jesus.
over. It's over. The wax is just a part of it.
The wax works.
I need a camp where
You
you.
need to double down
I
on
need
the
a dick.
wax.
I'm starting a dick retreat, dude. You go out, you just tan your fucking dong in the
You need to
morning.
make tanning beds for dicks.
No, it's
Like
sit
just
outside.
but just
Solar
a nice,
energy,
just
dude.
a nice tanning bed,
Just for your dong,
just
like a
pocket pussy, solar pocket pussy that you put
Wow.
over your.
That's $1 billion idea.
Just like that, Matt and Shane's podcast is officially done. We're done with the podcast. We're on to making solar beds for dicks.
I want a dick retreat, dude. You wake up, you gel, you sun it out, you're back to back with your dude, so no one's looking at anyone's dong, and then you wax and you go to bed.
So like a straight.
Just a dong,
Dick retreat.
dong retreat, dude. The dong retreat. I've told you it's bigger than the wax. The wax showed me like, dude, there's more to this.
There's
You
more
gotta
to
sun your dog. You
more
gotta sun
dick
your
health.
hog, dude.
I would imagine though that dick health has been probably the most studied.
It's not though.
I bet it is throughout ancient history. Like I bet every culture was like, yeah, our dick.
Yeah, but no one's does like dick exercises.
Well, I think because dicks you can just
You
let
can
them
go work out all day long on your arms. You're like, yeah, I do exercises to strengthen my dick. People are like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, that makes perfect sense
Why?
because I don't think there are muscles like dick
You can
muscles.
strengthen the capillaries and stuff. If you're constantly putting that under stress, your body's going to respond. So
Yeah,
you're like, we
that's-
know all this stuff.
that's
We know
jelking.
about dicks, dude.
That's
but it's
jelking,
like
right?
it's jelking. You can stretch it.
See,
you can
I-
fucking sunbathe it. You gotta fucking sunbathe your hog, dude. That's my new thing. I'm off the fucking wax for now.
No more wax.
I'm catching rays in my car. If I hit sunlight, I'm like, yup.
next week,
Yup.
Matt's definitely going to be getting bailed out of jail for indecent exposure.
Dude, but it is fucking pretty scary. Like anyone in an SUV can definitely see your dick. I was driving by other cars, seeing like if I could see their dick if it was out. It's like
You can't see dicks.
you can't unless
You can't.
if someone's in a
Unless
truck
it's a truck, yeah.
or an SUV.
And even then, that's tough because of the roof.
Or somebody like you get a lot of jaywalkers on Lancaster Avenue.
Oh,
so if
yeah.
someone's jaywalking, you gotta dude, and it's so hard to drive and not look at your dick while you're driving. So I was like, oh fuck. So that was my weekend in a nutshell, dude.
That was your
I was
weekend.
battling black nerds. I was trying to sunbathe my dick, dude, so I could hop back in the game.
Gotta get rid of that ringworm. Via
It's almost
sunbathing on
gone,
Lancaster Ave.
Lotrimin and sunbathing, yeah, thank you. That's the new regimen right now.
That's
Well,
what
you can
it's
get
about.
ringworm anywhere, dude. And my dick, I'm fucking sweaty all day at work. I go outside and it's like your dick's getting wet, dude. And yeah, you chuck on the wax. Maybe that
Throw
maybe
some
that
wax
did it,
in
dude.
there.
Maybe I'm not sure yet.
Throw
I'm
some
not sure
coconut
yet.
oil on that already sweaty dick. I'm
Every
sure there's
day.
going to be some fungal growth.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. So,
I had a
what do you think?
product that might go along with your dick retreat. It was, I mean, it's dick related. It was, my idea was that you would take like a vaginal tightening like paste,
Yeah.
and then you'd coat the outside of the condom with it. And so
Yes.
it would, instead of you worrying about making your penis bigger, it would make her vagina tighter.
Yeah,
And
why
they-
don't they do that?
That's some David Deutsch fucking problem solving right
That's
there.
dude. That's
That's
And
thinking
my
outside the
slogan,
box.
was going to be called "Make him feel bigger."
dude. That's $1 billion idea. Do they
Oh,
not
yeah.
have? Girls would
No,
just want that
it's-
just to have it.
He talks about, yeah, we've had this conversation, and I was wondering why this never took
I mean,
off.
think about
we
it.
didn't have this conversation.
Yeah,
did
huh?
we?
Because then you talked about how would you lube the condoms.
Oh yes,
What?
that's correct.
Yeah, and it was a very...
because I called like
With your
this.
fucking spit, dude.
No, he's
Next.
talking about lube them with the gel that...
Shrinks the vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you call like the Chinese manufacturer that does like the bulk. You've got to combine this.
They're gonna
bulk
steal
so-
that idea, dude.
Chinese.
That won't make it past the fucking think
The
tank.
Chinese will get a hold of that. Dude, do you know the Chinese shit outside very often?
True.
The Chinese shit in public
Yeah, Shane showed me. There's a
That's
lot.
something you need to know.
There's at least 50 Chinese people shitting outside.
Yeah, that's actually an
Like
epidemic.
in America.
in like malls.
Well,
no,
now
no,
that-
no.
Well, yes. Now that they've moved to America, Chinese immigrants will shit like in malls and at airports, and like publicly. Like if you have to shit, it's like to them it's the same as pissing. Like the same as when you get drunk or something and piss in like an alley.
So you've read this then? It
They'll
wasn't just,
yeah,
a pics.
yeah. No, this is very
What?
real. I know all about this
So they
Chinese
just take dumps.
Chinese yard shit epidemic, dude. They'll shit in their yard. They'll shit in their front yard.
So there's shit anywhere.
They'll shit, dude. There was Google it. There's people
I
that are like
believe you.
traveling to China, and they'll be like, one of the biggest things that was a big jump for me was that there's human feces a lot, like on the streets. Like you run
Dude,
into
that's so gross.
areas where people just shit.
Ew.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I was telling you about that story I read earlier about the fucking. Oh, did you?
Hey,
Dude, I read that story earlier. There was somewhere in South Africa where there was this guy who like he rolled into a town. There was like the equivalent of like a shaman. I forget what they called it. It was some different word for it. But there was like a spiritual leader. This guy rolled in, allegedly killed the other spiritual leader. And was like, all right, I'm in charge now. That guy clearly displeased like the hooba boo boo whatever. And he ended up like he had all these parishioners and he was like, you guys got to go dig me up corpses, dig me up bones. If you dig up bones, it'll make you stronger. And if you dig up like graves and give me body parts, then like it'll make you rich and like you'll get money granted to you from like luck and good fortune. So this guy, like this shaman, ended up killing a girl and eating her with like 4 of his close followers. So they had like a town hall meeting. And they were like, this guy killed a girl, he ate her. We want to let everyone know.
and this is in South Africa.
And in South Africa.
Okay.
And these fucking the town was 700 people. Out of 700 people, 300 came forward and like, yeah, I ate some of the girl too. He told me to make me stronger. Almost fucking half the village ate part of this girl.
So just as many Nazis in America ate that girl in South Africa.
Yeah. Dude, how fucking
Interesting.
funny is that? It's still this world. He's like, yeah, but he told me if I dug up the bones and brought it to him, it would make me very strong and my children strong. Dude.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
holy fuck.
Yeah, and people want to change America.
Dude, that is
There's
funny
South,
to think.
And South Africa is not that bad of a country,
No.
like
I mean, what
GDP
part?
wise
Yeah, exactly.
and all that. It's like
I mean, this was a rural, like far off village.
It's like you're near Swaziland.
But imagine that because they had a call town hall, and you're watching like South African TV, South
Yeah,
African
yeah.
CNN. It's like, fuck, you ate that girl, huh? And you're like, dude, 300 people
It's
ate her
like,
too.
today, bro. It's like a man ate a girl, bro.
I thought that's wild.
We should wrap it up, right? This is a late one.
Yeah.
Well,
Steven,
Steve
thank
Gerben,
you.
dude.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot. We'll see. I'd like to have you on again. That was good, man.
Yeah.
I really
That
appreciate
was good talk. That was the first time we had a.
Yep.
You
All
used
of
words that we
Steve's
haven't
ideas
used.
now belong to Matt and Shane's secret podcast.
Yes,
That's how that works.
We are the smart
That's
ones.
our knowledge
not
now.
Steve. Steve's not smart.
We're gonna eat Steve now.
Yes. How strong will I get if I eat Steve right now?
Oh, dude, your children will be rich if you eat
Steve,
Steve
who did
right
you
now.
tell that you were going to be here?
What at this thing?
We could probably get
Oh,
away
you
with
have to-
killing
we have
Steve.
to
Sleep
fuck him
upstairs.
first.
I got a machete in the.
We'd have to have sex with him.
I would have sex with Steve.
We could actually say he broke in here, rape him, then eat him.
It'd be weird for him to break in with an umbrella. We'd have to get rid of that umbrella.
No, there's a lot of bad guys with umbrellas.
That's how you know
The
Steve's.
Uber trip directly to
Yeah,
the
yeah. That's how you know Steve's fucking smart, dude. He has a fucking umbrella.
I refuse to carry them.
Umbrellas are for gay pussies.
I swear, and I wish there was like part of me that didn't believe this. And to me, I don't.
It's
If I see
true,
a guy who carries an umbrella, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah, guy's an umbrella. Me personally, I'm like, if I'm carrying an umbrella, I'm like, girl, you're a fucking girl. You're a
It's
fucking
true,
pussy. You're a bitch. Like, I can't carry one.
Is that
Same
right?
with bicycle. If I do a bicycle helmet, like, fuck, no way.
You gotta do bicycle.
I'd rather die, dude.
You can't
But
have
there's
a
worse
helmet.
things than death. You might just. Be
But
like,
see,
"All right,
I
true.
feel the same way about riding a bike.
No, I'll
Like if
rip
I
a
see
bike.
somebody riding a bike through the city, I'm like, what a fucking homo.
No, you have to take your shirt off.
If I see someone riding a bike, I have zero respect for that human being.
The only way you can get I know what you mean, but if you take your shirt off and do like a wheelie every 50
If
feet,
I saw
you're
you
good.
in fucking like painter's shorts and shirt off, I'd be like, all right, there goes a mentally deranged fucking man. All right, come on. We got to end this.
Wrap it up. Steve,
Stevie.
thank you.
Thank you so
guys.
much, dude. You're the
Thank
best.
you. Thank you.
Matt, fuck you.
Fuck you, dude.
Listener, suck our dick.
Tell us who's smarter out of me and Shane, dude. This was our knowledge off.
Was this our knowledge off?
Yeah.
Then you don't want to rewind it and listen, dude.
It's fine.
You got knowledge hard.
Yeah, right,
I
dude.
knowledge your.
Me
I
and
plunged
Steve,
your-
Steve are basically in
I
cahoots
saw
the
you
whole
fight.
time.
You should, listener. You should have seen the way Matt was longingly looking at Steve every time he spoke. Dude,
I admire the man,
Matt's
dude.
pussy was wet this
Huge
entire
It was.
time.
My
Huge
intellect,
compliment.
dude, was throbbing and wanting for more knowledge. You were just like, fuck this.
No, I was contributing to the debate. Every once in a while, you popped in with,
Wise men sit quiet and soak up the info.
especially on podcasts.
Definitely, dude.
Wise men sit quietly on podcasts. Goodbye, listener.